The host has started recording. Well, I guess we better get with it. We're on OConnect. What do you think about that? And we're live streaming on YouTube. That would be compliments to Mr. Mafar and the tech team. Thank you very much for that, gentlemen and ladies. We're connecting the world, is what OnPassive does. It's what OConnect does. It is our one, it is our only paid for product at the moment. However, there's 3 additional products right now. Let me tell you how you can get them since we're on YouTube. Here's how you do it. You go to RobLynnLive.ai.
That's it. That's our domain.
That's our domain. It's pretty fancy schmancy. So, once again, go to RobLynnLive.ai. Why am I so close to the screen?
I don't know. We're having trouble fit because you're too close. Yeah, that's much better.
I guess that's better. All right, here we go now. Let's get this show on the ROAD. Now, what do you get when you click on the RobLynn Live domain? Let me tell you. You get O Male O Netto Trim. O Male O Netto Trim. You do. O Male, one of the greatest. It is the greatest email platform on the planet, on the world, in the globe, wherever you want, in your state, city, county, wherever you want to talk about. It's the best. Then you got ONet, the fast-moving, the social platform, the social networking platform where you can communicate, which we're going to talk about tonight, how important communication is with regard to our topic. All right, I think everyone can hear us. Have you already put a test to see if anybody can hear us?
Yeah.
They can hear us. And they heard the song okay?
Yeah.
That theme song is getting a little tweaking, just like OConnect, and it will be just even better probably within the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that, all you RobLynn Livers. And do you RobLynn Live? I say it again. Do you RobLynn Live? I know you do.
I do.
I do. I'm a RobLynn Liver from way back. Way back. All right, there's 30 of you here on OConnect, and there's probably about that on YouTube. So let's talk business now, shall we? Day 124 in year 2. That's 124 already in year 2. That's unreal. And 489 total RobLynn Lives. 489 consecutive. Now, put that in your pipe and smoke on it, everybody. There ain't no way anybody's got that kind of a record. And if they do, congratulations to them. That's all I can say. Because it ain't easy being here almost 500 days in a row. COVID and all. COVID 3 times. It was quite something back in the day. So, this is Tuesday. And today was Tantalizing Tuesday.
Was it?
Yes. And it wasn't so tantalizing if you went to the mall, because the malls were probably full of people. They got the wrong size, got the right size, but they don't like it. Got socks, got underwear. You know, socks and underwear and electronics seems to get...
Tranquil Tuesday.
Well, like I said, it's Tranquil Tuesday.
Sound right.
Yeah. Well... And fortunately, it's right here in front of me had I been reading the prompter as
true.
I've been directed to do by both you and Mr. Baria Jambarella.
It's okay. No big.
All right, there's 44 of you, 34 of you here now on OConnect. How many are on YouTube?
36.
That's 70 any way you look at it. All right, very good, folks. Thank you for being here. 10 a.m. today brought along Marty and Chris, and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know it, Straight Talk on Tranquil Tuesday with Lynn Nakamoto and Robert, the Mad Hatter Gorman, and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
Choo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right, it's now a little on the eastern side of 8 p.m. And guess what? The RobLynnLive network is proud to, well, I don't know about how proud they are. They're here and they're,
We're happy to present.
I don't know if they're even happy. They're here to present RobLynnLive and Ollie
The Wonder Dog.
on OConnect and live streaming, as we said, on YouTube. Yeah, on YouTube. Well, for about 30 minutes, and we'll do that. And the reason for that is we'd like those of you who are not in ONPASSIVE, in the OES, to hop on board and get after it. Nothing to it. All you got to do is go to RobLynnLive.ai.
That's right.
That's our domain. Click on that bad boy, and up pops Lynn's registration page. You just fill it out, get yourself an email, get yourself a password, click OK, click submit, and away you go.
You will now then be in ONPASSIVE, and you'll have those 3 free products to use.
Now, there are many places you could go at both noon and 8 p.m., but we're very glad that you guys have selected the RobLynnLive show.
Thank you.
We are, according to Marty DeGarmo, a variety chat. So we're a little unusual there. We do have a new topic every night, and we have a new title for the day of the week, which today, believe it or not, was tantalizing?
No.
Tranquil.
Tuesday.
Tranquil Tuesday. I knew I'd get it after a while
You
there.
should write
Now.
it in your notes.
Tranquil Tuesday. All right, here we go. Now, what do? We do 30 minutes here where we're on both OConnect and live streaming. Then we have the Ollie Boy contest, which is going to be coming to you in just a few minutes. And what in the world is the Ollie Boy contest? Glad you asked there, Homer. Here's what it is. We will show you the presentation board, which is also compliments of Ash and the design engineers and technicians. And that will show you where he is. It won't tell you where he is because you have to guess it. And we usually have similar first winners and first girls and first boys.
But
so
it's all for fun.
it's just about the fun, that's all.
And everybody is a winner.
It's starting to sound like Ash Mafara. Everybody's a winner. Come one, come all. All right,
It's
well,
true.
we're here. We do want to say one more thing before we go with the Ollie Boy contest, and that is this with 40 people here. Not too
shabby.
All right, please pray for Ash, his lovely wife, Ashmahan, and their 2 sons, Omar and Yusuf, also known as the author and the, I was going to call him the space cadet, but no, it's not a space cadet. He's actually very brilliant, and he's an astronaut in training. So there you have it. Are you making notes?
No, just keep going.
All right, I'll keep going if I must. All right, so you've prayed for Ash. You've prayed for the boys and the boys and lady. And yes, I have that in my head, and that will come out in just a moment. Also, pray for the media, not just the media teams, please. Pray for the tech support and media teams. That's what we do for their good health and safety. Also, please send out your love, light, and prayers to all who may be ill or injured for a speedy and complete recovery, and also those who may have lost someone. And tonight, we grieve, we mourn, along with Al Praver, who's a dear friend of ours. And we really didn't know till a couple of weeks ago that Jackie, his wife, was ill. Very private family, and we understand that. And Al, that was like someone hit me in the gut when I heard that last night. So our prayers are with you, the children, and all of the family and all people who know you. There was a grand pouring out today of people that were sending love, light, and prayers.
Well, we were on Straight Talk at noon.
And as you know, you were there, and we appreciated you being there, Al, very much.
Beautiful outpouring from our family, our RobLynnLive family, saying rest in peace, condolences. It was really very loving and kind response to Al and his family.
So
we're
there,
very happy
Al,
with that.
there you have it, brother. You are part of the ONPASSIVE family, and we take care of our own. All right. So that being said, let me move along to a super sticker from Rachel Violet.
Oh,
Thank you very much, Rachel.
thank you, Rachel,
Very kind of you to do that.
for the super sticker.
That's right. By the way, these super stickers are totally unsolicited, and you will not see me walking around with a water pistol to your heads saying that you need, or even a fluff pistol, whatever those are. Oh, with the styrofoam balls to do super stickers. They're just something you can do. You certainly are not required to do, and we appreciate any that come our way.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Oh, boy,
Not
this
only
call.
super stickers, but she really supports us in every way. Rachel's there for us every day, helping us with our Facebook promotion. You know, we try to promote the show through social media, including Facebook. So thank you, Rachel, for all you do for us.
That
Love
is
you.
a for sure, for
Mhm.
sure. Thank you, Rachel. We'd like to also thank Michael Chatta, who, why don't I see the ticker? Where did the ticker go?
Good question. I'm afraid to touch the ticker because
Don't touch it till we get to OConnect only.
Yeah, the ticker was on, but somehow it's going on the OConnect. It's just not showing on the live
YouTube.
stream. Yeah, but it's on. The ticker's on.
All right, we're up to 43 of you kind folks. And how many are on YouTube? Just out of curiosity.
We have 44 now.
That would make 87. That's not too shabby. We also want to send our love and thank you out to Mr. Francis Tay, the CEO of OES, I might call him.
Yes.
He's the captain of that ship, along with Chris Tiazone. Thank you very much for that super sticker, Francis. Very kind of you, brother.
Thank you so much for that support.
And OES is on break time right now.
Yeah.
They'll be back just after the first of the year, 6 days a week, just like always.
But it's a well-deserved break for everyone to rest and spend time with family and friends. It's nice.
So there must be a reason why I don't get any time off. Is it the fact that you cracked the whip, or what is the fact?
Oh, I don't. Crack.
Just the facts, ma'am. No fluff.
Do I crack the whip? Tell the truth.
Not answering that.
Oh,
I'm not answering that one.
Think I'm a
No. She's not a slave driver or a pusher or any of that stuff. Okay, that takes care of that. That was Francis Tay right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
In orange. Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you to everybody for being here. It's that time again. We're going to do the Where's Ollie contest. And where do you see this background by our, I want to call her the designer that's no finer. There ain't no finer than our designer. And her name is Charmaine C2 and
Singapore.
Sunny Singapore. Geez, you just never let me get a word in, but that's okay. I like it.
Can I chime in?
Well, of course you can chime in. I'll see you later. I'll be back at 10. But that's not acceptable either. All right. No, of course you can chime in. My goodness. So Charmaine is with us. She's a hat lady, right? She wears different hats, and that's fun.
She's a graphic artist by profession, and it really shows. You can see in her work, it's just very professional, vivid images, and the visuals are just stunning. So we appreciate the time and the effort she puts in every day to create visuals for our show. Thank you, Charmaine, for what you do.
Thank you to Charmaine, and we hope that it's working out better, that you know a couple of days in advance what we're going to do. I hope that's helpful to you.
We try to give her advance, time.
And there goes the camera.
So that she can have time to prepare the visuals.
Right.
It takes time.
Yeah, and there we've got 144 chats have already happened since we've been on.
144 comments.
Comments.
That's pretty good. Very active chat. We love that.
Pretty good.
Active chat.
That's marvelous.
That is.
That's marvelous. All right. So here we are. There's 44 there and another 50 there. We're in the 90s. Not too shabby.
And the chat is showing right now, just to let you know. We don't want to show the chat on the live stream, but it's showing, so you need to shut off the chat, please. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. You want to go ahead and begin our contest? All right.
I'd like to see the presentation board, which is one of the fine accompaniments that comes along with OConnect.
Yes.
There are actually 16 buttons, I believe, and an exit button, but no one wants to exit. And here we are. There's RobLynnLive and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
Woo! Doggies, that looks good. That has kind of a Mexican flair to it, just a Mexican flair. That's all I'm going to say.
I like the colors, the
Oh, look at the
purple,
colors.
magentas, yellow, so pretty.
Charmaine, I think you may have outdone yourself
And
tonight.
let me pull it up a bit because this is where you're going to figure out where it is. Look at the shapes right here.
Shapes.
She had me guess the shapes of these things. I don't want to say what they are, but she said, where do you think that is, Lynn? And so I took a guess, and I guessed the right state just out of the blue without looking it up. I guessed.
Well, you just gave away the farm by saying state, S-T-A-T-E.
Oh, that's true. You're right. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Ah, boy. Tisk. All right, let's get going here now. All right, now you've seen it. Now we're going to leave it up for a few minutes, and we're going to ring Grandma Bobby's cowbell. Lynn will ring Grandma Bobby's cowbell, or I will.
I can ring it, and you can begin your guesses once we ring Grandma Bobby's cowbell.
Let's have it. Bring it, and bring it.
And here we go. The lovely sound. And let's pull up the chat.
And let's take a peek and see if there's any first boys and first girls coming along.
And of course, as we do that, we bold the font in the chat and we select large so that we can see it so
The other guys don't have bold font.
We love it. Super clear. All
we
right.
do.
Let me pause the chat so that I can actually see the guesses. And let me scroll up a bit. All right. Who is the first to guess? We're going to find out. Carmela, I think, is the first to guess, and she says
Thailand could be, and Sadananda says colorful background.
Indeed.
And here's Frank Rowe, maybe the two peaks known as the Mittens in Navajo County in Arizona.
Right.
Excellent guess. And here's Sadananda, excuse me. Yeah, that's Sadananda saying hello to Chris. James Kilgore says Utah. Could be. And Isabel Bailey is there saying Arizona. And here is the one and only Joyce.
Kwamenapo.
Kwamenapo. Kwamenapo. Po.
She says Utah.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
And Dodds Whiteheart says Sedona, Arizona.
Sedona, AZ.
Oh, we're
Greg Lakin.
so happy you made it, Greg Lakin. Yay. Greg
Lakin is in the house.
He says
Arizona. Sadananda says Ireland. Ooh. And there's Mel Marcano, double M, or Mel as she's known here, Arizona. And there's Ranjan, who says, Mamodu first says Arizona. And who else is here tonight? Let's see.
Just a few more guesses. And
right.
John Varela says,
Northeast Navajo County, Arizona. My evil twin said that. Well.
Insist on stealing Frank's
He's always
answer when I
kind
don't
of
look
a
it
thief.
up, so I let him have his way.
Right.
So that's actually Frank's guess. Of course, that's Frank's guess. Hello to Ruth. She is from Eugene, Oregon. Welcome. And we have Bilas Chakraborty, a very, very loyal fan, and he's saying hello to Brenda. And of course, we have Angela, who greets everybody. Ooh, long list of hellos from Angela. And let us see. Rachel says, hello, everyone.
All right. Good stuff from Rachel.
Angela Laland says, Mexico.
Could it be Mexico?
And Sina says hello to us. Hi, Sina. Glad to have you here, as always. And James Kilgore saying hi to friends as well.
Is anybody doing the Where's Ollie tonight?
Yeah, Jane. No, Chris Tuzan.
Chris is, okay.
And we have Juanita Ali here saying Australia. Oops, and I missed Latoya. Latoya says New Mexico.
That's getting close.
Wow, I like the fact that they're all different guesses. That makes it fun.
Yes, it does.
Welcome, Juanita. Nice to have you. Juanita is in UK.
Ooh, Dougies, we're global tonight.
We are.
And Brenda McIntyre is here.
People are chatting as actively as they always chat. It's
which
wonderful.
We appreciate, everybody. We're up to 52 in the chat and on the big screen. And how we doing in YouTube?
YouTube, we've got now 51.
103. Da 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 da. Not too shabby.
51 of you. And what we hope to do is to encourage you to come over to OConnect. The OConnect link is posted right there in the YouTube live chat. Okay, so if you're not already in OConnect, please hop on over so you can see who the winners are and what the location is, and you can see the rest of the show, including community time. So be sure you hop on over. The link is always posted in the back office as well.
That
and
it is.
In my Facebook page, my profile, which is Lynn Mie Nakamoto, it's there as well. It's also in our messenger group for RobLynnLive. We have a chat group. So there's numerous ways that you can get the link.
All right. Certainly makes sense to me.
Any more guesses?
Woohoo, Dougies.
Rachel's guess was Australia. I think she was the last to guess. Did everybody have their fill? They already made your guesses?
All right.
It said, okay, so we have blizzard blowing in it. Feels like something, James said. And Lori Lund says Arizona.
Arizona.
John Barilla says hello to absolutely everyone on here tonight.
And John Barilla sang again last night with his beautiful vibes and pipes.
Rudolph.
And he sang Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
And it was really special because James Kilgore, his wife and his daughter were there. And the daughter, Riley, just enjoyed the singing. Her eyes were so big and she was just attentive and she was all smiles. So that made it all worthwhile. Right, John? Made us feel so good to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Really special.
I agree, for sure. You rang the bell. We got the guesses.
And let's remind people again, those of you who aren't in ONPASSIVE yet, be sure to join ONPASSIVE. It doesn't cost
RobLynnLive.ai.
RobLynnLive. It's so cute how he goes way too front to the camera.
Oh, did I do it again?
Okay.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did it again. He goes like this. Whoa, and then he sings. So I guess he wants to make sure everybody hears him. That's fine. Yeah, James Kilgore said Riley loved it.
All right, very good. We're
so
glad.
Again, we want you to go to RobLynnLive.ai to sign up for the 3 free products, O'Mail, Onet, O'Trim. Go to that domain name and you will be treated to a plethora of wonderful digital products.
Now, is that the same as a plethora?
Oh, did I pronounce it wrong?
Well, you said plethora.
Plethora. I always said plethora all my life.
Plethora?
It's plethora.
Plethora is Aunt Cindy's brother, sisters, mothers, cousins, second cousin removed sister.
Plethora. I hope I can.
Plethora. Yeah, we got a new word here.
If I say it again, make sure you remind me. Okay. So John Barella says, right, it made me feel good when Riley enjoyed the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yes, we were all smiles last night. And we hope that John might be able to sing another song. If his voice will cooperate, I'm sure he'll sing a song for us tonight.
No, you're not sure. I mean, he
But
may.
we hope and pray he'll sing for us.
All right, John. I guess the executive producer has spoken.
No pressure, of course.
No pressure, but be there to sing. All right. Now, as I roll back and forth as usual, it's time for us to.
Okay,
in three.
Armin is here and he says, hello, it's Arizona, I think. Hello, RobLynn. Hello, Laurie L. John Barilla, Angela Lalang, Mel Marcano. Okay, so that was, I think, the last guest that I see on this. Sure. See, I told you, John Barilla says, sure.
Sure what? That he's bringing a plethora.
You're not going to let me forget that one, I can tell. Oh, gosh. Sure, I can sing. Wait, I have to hold the chat. It's flying by. He says, sure. Wait, I have to. Sure, I can sing tonight. See, I told you he said he'll sing tonight, huh?
All right, he's going to bring his plethora along with him. I think that's a musical instrument, as a matter of fact.
Stop it. Sarbani.
Well, wait a minute. You just. Sharon.
Okay, I didn't mean to say that. It was just spontaneous. I said, please refrain. How's that? Can I say, please refrain from saying that?
Oh, no, you said the stop it word. Stop it. Stop it.
All right, I didn't mean to. Okay.
What are you laughing about?
Don't tickle me. Don't start that. It's terrible. It's painful. Terrible.
Not as painful as you saying plethora.
Everybody, tell him to stop tickling me. Okay, and Michelle Weaver says Arizona. And I think that's the final guess. So I think we can now go ahead and stop the live stream.
In 3, in 2, in 1. See you at OConnect only.
See you guys.
See you over there. Come on, let's do it. And then we're going to bring on Mr. Tiazone. Have we stopped streaming?
Yeah, it stops in about 20 seconds. So we're good. But we want to, what was I going to do? Oh, I was going to get your prompter up.
And
it's all ready to roll.
All right. You were going to get rid of the plethora background. Wow. Yeah, master's degree right here. Right here. Plethora. You know, that could have been a dinosaur back in the day. Plethora. A plethoricus.
Oh, he's so terrible. Okay, you want me to close this background?
Yes, please.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Now, without further ado, we want to hear from Mr. Tiazone. Chris, are you going to put it in the chat or are you going to make an appearance?
At this point, we don't see the layout so that I can't really bring you, I think.
Well, how's that gravy, Chris?
I could be, I think I'm on, I don't know what layout I'm on right now. So if you can, Chris, if you can come to the panel with the, I think you might have to come with the speaker link. Hopefully we can see you. Maybe you'll pop up for us. I don't know what layout I'm on at this point. I don't see the layout option at this time.
Well, all right. Now, without further ado, he's coming up.
Okay, let me refresh. I am the host, but I can refresh. Everybody, hold your horses. I'll be back in a couple of seconds. All right. Okay, so at this point, we do not see the layout, but we see Chris. Yay! Chris is here.
What do you mean you see Chris?
He's here.
Oh, there he is. It's Chris Tiazone, the captain, Mr. Microphone.
Yay!
What's happening, dude?
Gotta
unmute there, dude.
We don't hear you yet.
Hi everyone, RobLynn, and thank you very much for this day and opportunity to participate and run the contest of Ollie. Where is Ollie in the virtual background? So I'll bring up my file.
Oh, the layout is here.
Yeah.
They don't.
Okay.
Yay!
Oh, now he takes up the whole screen.
He will when we stop talking. Let him talk so he'll be on the screen.
All right. So yeah, you chose the side view. I noticed.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ollie went to Monument Valley, Arizona, USA. And Monument Valley Navajo Tribal Park is a bucket list location for many photographers. The valley is host to towering red sandstone rock formations known as buttes that have been sculpted over time and soar 400 to 1,000 feet above the desert floor. These buttes are also known as monuments, giving the valley its name and making it a popular tourist attraction. The buttes are isolated hills with steep sides with a flat top, which have been exposed over the eons as the valley has been eroded, dating from between the Permian to the Mid Jurassic. Mid Jurassic, it sounds like Pretoria.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, back up the bus. Plethora, it's back.
Anyway, gonna go back to that line. Dating from between the Permian to the Mid Jurassic. In total, these buttes represent around 192 years of Earth's geologic history. Lynn and Ollie are having Navajo tacos or Indian fry bread. Navajo tacos are made of tender homemade fry bread that are generously topped with deeply flavored seasoned ground beef and beans, and all of those vibrantly colored full toppings that have been a pleasant complementary blend of textures such as crisp lettuce, rich cheese, juicy tomatoes, and creamy sour cream. Rob is enjoying his chimichangas, one of the most iconic historic and even controversial foods from Arizona is the chimichanga. Once in a one of the most iconic, historic, and even controversial foods from Arizona is the chimichanga. Oh, the prompter jumped. uh, once upon a time in Tucson, Arizona, somewhere between 1920s and 1950s, a burrito was dropped into a fryer. Oh, so that was the history. So giving birth to the beloved chimichanga. Crunchy, juicy, and just the right amount of heat. How else would you describe the perfect chimichanga? There are
Mm.
various versions of chimix: beef, chicken, pork, and seafood chimichanga. Well, this is the question regarding to the virtual background. Guess which version is Rob having? Beef, chicken, pork, or seafood?
Mm.
That's all about the virtual background, and let me go to the congratulatory part. Congrats for guessing right. Isabel Bailey, Don Swihart, Greg Lakin, Melanie Marcano, Mamodu Jallo, John Barilla, and everyone else. Thanks for participating. And
Mm.
Roblyn at Roblyn Live, not too shabby. Note, I might haven't seen Frank Rowe, the first boy, and Irenes Texala today. So I will, yeah.
I
So
did. I didn't see them. Are they in?
There's Frank. Frank's here.
yeah,
Frank Rowe?
the
Frank
answer in
Rowe.
his guess.
Yeah.
I might have missed it.
I think he guessed. Yeah. I think I read his guess. He said that the at the end here made a comment about. Wait, let me scroll up. About the buttes. He said the mitten buttes get their name for their shape like mittens. That's
Mm.
interesting. Very good. Juanita says sounds yummy. Rob is having seafood, says Sharon. That's her guess. Seafood. And that says, yeah, ah ha ha. I was first to guess, Frank Rose says. We believe you, Frank. Yeah, I think I remember reading your guess.
Yes, in my notepad, his name is already written
Yeah, yeah.
first.
First, and Melanie said, Frank said Arizona. He said yeah, right. Let me see if I'm missing anything. Nice presentation, Chris from Sina. And hi, Clover. All right, that was a great contest. And you know what? I am grateful. Whoever that cook was that dropped the burrito in the fryer, thank goodness, because I personally love chimichangas more than burritos. So thank you to that cook who made that big mistake. Thank you forever from me.
Okay, I'm
Thank
out of here,
thank
Rob.
you.
So I'm waiting for your presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris. We appreciate you as always. And thanks for unmuting your mic. That worked out good.
Thank you. All right, so we're gonna go to what are we doing now? We did the
We're
contest.
going to do the presentation.
Okay, we're gonna go to the speaker view, and I'm gonna pull up your prompter.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Prompter that you enjoy using every day, every at noon as well as at 8. It's such a blessing to us both. That we love the prompter, and we hope that you guys are making use of the prompter because it is, as we say, a game changer,
And
isn't
a
it?
lifesaver for
Mhm.
those of us who have no memory.
Who's
But I
that?
do remember plethora. Plethora. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
That's Aunt E. Agus's cousin, Plethora. Yes, indeedy. We call her Thora for short.
are you guys gonna back me up and tell him to lay off of me? Come on, my friends in the chat. All
I'll
right.
go sit in the other room.
Yeah, you do.
Migration without hesitation is one of the things we recommend. Sign the NDA or NDAs and get yourself an affiliate link or 2 or 3 or 10. Check out the newest ONPASSIVE website. It's got reindeer. Check out the Mohammed Nazal X page, if you would please. Check out the OES ticker and the O Founders back office and any updates. Attend webinars and chats, time permitting. Check your profiles in the ONPASSIVE profile section of the OES, and also check it, if you would, in O Founders. Make sure it's all correct so that you can receive through you can get your OTP from O Verify to verify who you are with an ID uploaded, who you are, so that you can secure some apples. More apples, more apples. So that's check your profile, check your emails or Gmails or Yahoo Mails or Proton Mails to make sure you're still getting your fair share of the information. Know of anyone needing any kind of help? You know the drill. Helping one helps us all. And tonight's topic, if I may please, could we have a drum roll, please?
Okay, I'll look for it.
We have a drum roll.
Yeah.
Let's have the drum roll, please.
Okay. Gotta move this out of the way though. Wait. Okay. Okay, which one is it though? Oh, there it is. I found it. It's under resound.
All right.
Lovely.
Yes, indeedy do. All right. Tonight's topic is coming your way. I can read the prompter now. So it's handling new wealth. Well, some of us have never had any wealth. Some of us have had some of us have had a little bit of wealth. Some of us have had a lot of wealth. But for the most part, it's going to be a new and different thing for us. And included in your wealth, and I'd like to mention this now, even though I didn't put it in the prompter. Uh-oh, getting a call.
Okay.
Is that somebody? It's nobody. Okay, so we're getting a call and we'll take that later. So, handling new wealth. This evening, That's our topic. And this evening's Ollie Boy question is, what projects are you thinking of when you have more apples than you know what to do with for you and yours? So, in handling your wealth, what are you going to do charity wise or helping others or helping humanity wise when you get them? Okay. The handling of new wealth requires one to make carefully thought through solutions. You get a pile of cash in the bank and don't know what to do with it, the worst thing you can do is not have a plan. And why do we say that? Because it gets squandered away. It gets spent on frivolous things that maybe you don't even need. So have a solution. Have a carefully thought through solution that will ensure long-term financial stability. You just don't want to be a one-hit wonder. Get 10,000 in the bank and all of a sudden you're off to the races. No. It's going to be much more than that over a longer period of time. So what you're looking at is ensuring financial stability, fulfillment, and an impact. What impact will you have on humanity? Well, there are a number of keys to all of this, and they require careful checking out or careful consideration. So let's move along, little doggy, and talk about financial planning. That is one of the things that is involved in coming into some cash. And that's cash, C-A-S-H. All right. It includes, excuse me, my neck is on fire a little bit. Let's first talk about what you can do. I skipped ahead a little bit. Financial planning. What does that include? Well, that means you got a budget. You thought you were done budgeting when you got a pile of money? You want to make it last, don't you? I think you do. So, financial planning includes budgeting. That includes savings. Save a little for a rainy day or a snowy day, as they say in New York. Investments, living expenses, and oh man, you got me. You got. I got a plethora here now. I feel. Okay, and of course, discretionary funding. So you need to prepare with savings, investments, living expenses, and of course, discretionary funds for, like in the case of an emergency. One never knows when the car is going to break down. One never knows when the pickup truck's going to blow up. And one certainly doesn't know when we're going to have bad weather and you can't get out to go to the grocery store. So if you have apples, guess what? You can plan ahead and put some food in the house. Simple as pie. And we've got 61. Woo.
Very good.
Not too shabby for a Tuesday, the day after Christmas. Get some professional advice. I talked about this with a few people over the last few days. Get yourself a financial advisor. Get yourself an accountant. The accountant doesn't have to be a CPA, but we recommend use of a certified public accountant. They can prepare your reports like nobody's business. And attorneys, oh yeah, you may not like them, those attorneys, but they will help you muddle through the dotting of the I's and the crossing of the T's. That's what they're there for. Talk about debt management. This is important. You may run up some debt as you have grown your business, your ONPASSIVE business. So paying off high interest rate debt is paramount. It's the first thing you do on the list. You pay off the high interest debt, okay? Diversify investments across different asset groups. In other words, don't put all your profits in one basket. Don't go out and buy a chicken farm just because you got $500,000. No, don't do it. Don't you do it. And don't you worry, because I'll be here to tell you that ain't such a good idea. And while you're at it, you'll bear in mind, while investing, you need to diversify, as I mentioned, across different asset groups. You might need some real estate. You might need some, uh, oh, let's see, get some real estate. You might want to get I don't recommend a boat, but people think of boat as an asset. So you might want to get a boat. You might even want to get an airplane so you can fly yourself around the country, like Gershmander's daughter will be doing someday. So get some professional guidance, please, please, please. Investing, diversify as we talked about, have a long-term strategy, make the plan just like you do for anything else, carry it out, okay? Make that plan and make it a good one and strategize. Make sure you got it all together, okay? Charitable giving, well, philanthropy. That calls for causes that agree with your values. Don't just go out on the street and start throwing away $10 bills or $20 bills or $100 bills or $50 bills or $1 bills. Don't do it. No, have a plan. Make sure your charitable giving is in line with your values. Very important. Make sure that it's in line with your values. And it's called strategic giving. So have a strategy. Then we've got estate planning. Well, some of you have insurance agents. Some of you have wills and trusts already drawn up to protect your assets. We highly recommend, and we're not trying to be tax planners. We're not trying to be attorneys or doctors or, account planners or financial planners. Just trying to make a suggestion. Plan ahead. Get with your bank or credit union on, who they'd recommend maybe for a will or wills and trusts to protect your assets. You don't want to pass on and not be able to pass anything on. That would be the worst of all of it, okay? That would be the worst of all of it. So that's estate planning. And the banks offer that. Attorneys' offices offer that. Insurance company agents offer that. So just plan ahead. There's nothing wrong with strategic planning, as we say. All right. Lifestyle choices. All right, now. This is what we were meaning when we said don't go out. Let's say you got $6 million now. Don't go out and buy a franchise. Don't buy a Kentucky Fried Chicken or a Popeye's chicken or a McDonald's. Well, first off, you're not going to do it with that amount of money. You're going to need hundreds of thousands, maybe even a
For McDonald's, a couple million, they said.
Yes.
Need big money.
A couple million. So communicate with your family. Talk to your family. Why? Because if something were to happen to you, they need to know what your wishes are and what you want to do. So talk openly with your family. Very good advice. Sage advice. Educate the family members about being financially responsible and fiscally sound. Okay? Talk to them. Hey, they may not have been on board with ONPASSIVE, but when they see you've got X amount of dollars in the bank, they're going to be your buddy. Ooh, they're going to be your buddy. I got a couple of kids that are probably going to be my buddy. And some friends that are going to be my buddy. That's okay. That's okay. That's why we're here. So get some legal protection. And what do we mean by that? We don't say go out and buy a gun or a rifle, a shotgun, a machine gun, a machete. No, get legal protection and protect your assets through the use of trusts or limited liability entities. What do we mean by that? Without going into a lot of detail, here in the United States and many areas of the world, in protecting your assets, you can form a corporation, you can form a subchapter S corporation, you can form an LLC, which is limited liability corporation, which is the same thing as a sole proprietor or a partnership, just with the LLC, which limits the liability. So get sage advice, from attorneys and accountants on this. And don't be in a hurry to do it. See where you're at. Plan this out. Don't just jump in, and protect one asset or protect two assets. Learn about how to protect all your assets through the use of trusts or limited liability entities, as we mentioned. Okay? Now, insurance. It's a good thing to have insurance, and it's a good thing to review it on a yearly basis. And it's even a better thing to do is to make sure your family and friends know exactly what's going on. What kind of insurance do you have? What kind of insurance do you need? Discuss it with your family. Discuss it with an insurance agent. And remember, fitness and well-being. We've talked about this now for a month, here and here. Well, Greg, I mentioned McDonald's. I was just using it as an example. We don't eat at McDonald's as a rule, so I might go through the drive-through for an iced tea, but that's about it, brother. So yeah, I guess that was a poor example. Contaminated food. Okay, all right. Well, some people enjoy McDonald's, some people don't. So, at any rate, horrible example. I'll take that under consideration. Those words will never be uttered here. How about Chick-fil-A? That's bad too. Yeah, he's against certain categories of people. Okay, so to do an annual.
Food. You said against categories of people. You didn't mean that, right?
I meant categories of food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not of people. So insurance, do the annual review with your agent or agents. You might have a different life insurance agent than you have a property and casualty agent. So just be ready. Something the rest of us don't. Who's asking? Preparing for the apples. Who was asking? Juanita?
No,
Or
Latoya's saying,
Latoya?
do you know something the rest of us don't? And Juanita said, preparing for the apples, LOL.
Right. That's all we're getting at, Latoya. We want everybody to be prepared for what likely is going to be here I'd say within 30 days or less.
We don't know.
So, but we don't know, and we're not here to tell you that, head to the bank and get some deposit slips. We're not here to tell you that. But what we are here to tell you is to be prepared for when that happens. You're prepared and you're ready. It's like the Boy Scouts always said, be prepared. Let's go. No, we got a little bit more to go on fitness and well-being. Eat properly, eat well. We've got all sorts of people on all sorts of diets, and it's okay. Be on a diet, but take care of yourself with a little bit of fitness. Do a little walking. Get on. In fact, we've got 2 Peloton bikes here. If anybody's interested, we'll let them go very reasonably. We took up walking instead of riding a bike. What's that?
Just not sell our stuff on that.
I'm not trying to sell anything. I was being facetious.
Okay, make sure they know.
Okay, let me give a disclaimer. We are not selling anything. We're not selling our clothing. We're not selling jewelry. And we're certainly not selling our Peloton bikes. I'd give them away. I don't know. All right, well, we appreciate everybody being here, and eat sensibly, exercise at least 15 minutes a day, and be ready to rumble, because we're going to rumble right here very soon. So
I want to say hi to Patty, who's here with us. She says, hi, sisters and brothers. Nice to see you, Patty. Love ya. And the chat is really active. It's really a beautiful chat tonight. I love the fact that people get to know each other and they feel like family and friends. It's really special. They joke with each other. It's just awesome.
And Latoya, I wish I did know something the rest of us don't know. So stay tuned. However, tomorrow we've got another OP360. The weeks go by. And on OP360 tomorrow, we'll have the 3 amigos. Who are they? Oh, they're Red Redfern, Chris Johnson, and Marty DeGarmo. Don't know if they're going to have a special guest or not. Don't know if Ash is coming by. But either way, it'll be a good show. It's at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't think they're going to change it. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Any other announcements you'd like me to make?
I think that's it. I think today, trying to think what I did with the post today. I'm going back to what I did. I posted.
You didn't post in the back office? Or
No,
you
no,
didn't
no,
post
no.
in Facebook?
I posted the attendee link and the attendee trim link. So that's what I posted. But I see someone here is a speaker, Vishnu, as the speaker. So I was just kind of confused how that happened.
Okay. No problem. We'll put Vishnu back to the back to the
Hi,
attendees.
Vishnu. We'll bring you to the make you an attendee. For some reason, you showed up as a speaker, probably a glitch or accident. So thank you for being here, Vishnu. We'll bring you to attendee side, all right? Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so now we are done with the presentation, right?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
it's almost 9 p.m.
You know what that means. It's time for community time. Da, 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 da. We need some applause for that.
Okay.
Let's have a resound for community time. Pick them.
And we want to tell you about the topic tonight. And if you forget what the topic is, it's really nice because it's at the top over there. And what is the topic?
Plethora and you. Oh, no, it's handling new wealth.
He's gonna get it. Nah, he's torturing me.
Handling new wealth is tonight's topic. And Ollie Boy's question was, what do you plan to do once the apples, the dinero, the cash, the lira comes in, the Canadian dollars, the SGDs in Singapore? What are you going to do? Just what are you planning? All right.
And so you can see the beautiful emoji composition going across the screen, created by none other than Michael Chada. And it says, to be a panelist, click the speaker request icon. And the speaker request icon is on the bottom panel, and it's a person with sound waves around it, like these, like parentheses around it. So that is the speaker request button. I'm going to enable that feature right now, and you'll be able to come to the panel just by simply clicking that. I will see your request and I will bring you to the panel. Alrighty, so let us go ahead and enable the speaker request functionality.
All right, so it looks like Lynn has done that. So anybody interested in coming to the panel tonight, we'd love to have you. There's 67 in OConnect, not too shabby for a Tuesday after Christmas Day.
Nice turnout.
Christmas night. Thank you everyone for being here. And let's have a few of you click on that button at the bottom, and it looks like nobody yet.
Nobody yet.
Nobody yet.
But let's see, the chat is active. You have to enable it now. Yeah, I just enabled it. Thank you, Chris. You reminded me. All right, I'm looking. If you guys, I sent the speaker link to a bunch of you through Messenger already, so you can feel free to use that as well. Whatever works.
Either the speaker link,
Yeah.
or you can use the click on the little man.
Chris, don't encourage my husband. Hello to Sybil Hamilton. Welcome. Glad to have you with us, Sybil. Right, looking. I clicked it. Don't you see it? No. Let me refresh. Maybe I need to refresh to activate it. Thank you, John, for letting me know. That's what I had to do. I had to click the refresh. So thank you for that, John.
And there's already 2 or 3 folks. So let's see. Oh, 3.
We have Chris.
Chris Tiazone. Come on down.
I've accepted his request. We have Mel and accepted her request. And we have James Kilgore. I've just accepted his request. Let's see how long it takes for them to pop up on the panel.
All right. And wow, that was quick. Chris is here already. James is here already.
Woohoo.
Are there more yet? And it looks like Mel is here.
Gregory Hill is here.
Greg Hill is in the house. All right. Hello.
Oh, we love this new function. It's great, isn't it? Super fast and easy for the host. Appreciate. Thank you, Mr. Mafara and the tech team for
That's
doing
good
this
stuff.
for us. It's
I
really
see
wonderful.
Greg Hill's here. That's good.
Yes, Gregory is here. Anybody else want to come to the panel?
Come on down. All you got to do is click on that little bitty linky.
The
In the back.
person, it looks like a person with a sound waves around it. Hi, Greg. Sybil says, glad to be here. You're welcome to come to our panel, Sybil, if you'd like to. No pressure, but if you'd like to, certainly come on down. Even Frank Rowe, if you want to come on down. Oh, John says, I clicked also. Let me do the refresh.
A little bit on the quirky side right now. And there's someone just popped up. The one, the only, John the Tin Man. Hello, Tin Man. Come to the panel, brother. And Carmela Fire Schwartz is on board now. Hello, Carmela.
Very nice. Okay, we had Dawn Swihart said she clicked it. So try clicking it again, Dawn, because I don't see it at this point. Go for it. Try again. I might have to refresh.
Click on that link.
Oh,
Come
Frank,
on. Come on.
No problem, Frank. We just wanted to offer.
Anytime you guys want to come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Welcome, Peter and David Piggott.
Yeah.
We have Sumitra Mondal. Hi, Sumitra. Happy to be here. Okay, we don't see Don quite yet. Let me do one more refresh. I'll be right back. Okay, I don't see. Oh, there. Someone just popped up, and that is Sharon Whedon.
Sharon Whedon in the house. Come on down.
Ballyhoo Pushpin Media is here with us.
That's her.
Oh, nice.
Sharon Whedon in the house.
And Don, maybe you can just come in with the link that I sent you in Messenger. Or I can bring you over manually.
I'm here. Can't you see me?
Pardon?
Can you see me?
Yeah, see you loud.
Oh, because I had to, I clicked really early, and I'm the one that said, hey, well, you know what, though? After, when you refreshed, you brought everybody else on and not me, because I don't think you could see my, that I clicked it. So I refreshed, and then I could see that I had to click it again and request to come on. Isn't that weird?
Oh, interesting. Very good to know. Thank you, John, for explaining that. Let me see if I can find Don.
Man, this chair, I don't know.
Let me find Don. Oh, wait.
Lynn. Until Lynn,
Yes.
I already click make speaker on Don Swihart's name.
Okay, thank you.
All right. It could be the reason Dawn's already here. All right. Thank you for that, Chris.
He's here already. Oh, yeah, good. Thanks for that help.
Did you all bring your plethoras tonight? That's all I want to know.
You're gonna confuse people. Tell them it is how to pronounce it, or so you're gonna make
all right. Okay. Whenever somebody's got more than they need, more than or there's many people, or there's many situations, the term is plethora. A virtual plethora of activity, of people, just means a lot. Well, tonight, in case you missed it,
how could they miss it? You said it 20 times.
No, I only said it 18. 18 times. So,
and we all have words that we think we pronounce correctly, but we don't. Even me.
Mute that guy, will you?
Robbie boy, leave her alone, you hear?
They're piling on.
I remember one time that I was talking, people who are bedridden. So I said invalid. My friend laughed. She said, it's invalid, not invalid.
Invalid.
That was like 3 decades ago when I was young. I said invalid instead of invalid. Oh,
Nowhere but RobLynnLive would you have stuff like this.
that's right.
That's for sure. All right, now, and you want to we're a big zero goose egg there. We may see Pedro. We may see a few other folks. And let's have everybody, if they can, click on your cameras, and we'll go from there. And if anybody wants to speak right away, that's fine.
Greg says nice. There's 63 in the chat, and actually now we've got 66.
66 in the chat's not too shabby.
And Juanita says, sorry, I'm not able to come on. I'm in bed. Wait, let me hold
in bed.
She says, I'm in bed, LOL. It's 2 a.m. here in the UK.
Oh, well, it's 2 a.m. I mean, come on.
You can be in your PJs and just watch and not be on the panel. That's fine. Just enjoy yourself.
Or come on the panel. Don't put your camera on and talk to us if you're wide awake.
Yeah, it's possible, but no pressure. Anyway, we just want you to enjoy the show. James Kilgore says, jump on community chat and be heard. And Sybil says, it's a bit noisy house now. I will next time. Okay, it sounds good. Sybil, that'd be great to have you next time. Rachel says, thank you so much and appreciate RobLynn, Heart, and everyone. Thank you, Rachel.
All right.
This is heart for you.
Very nice. And thank you, Rachel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I guess we're up. Willow's admitting she's in bed too. What's going on with all you seniors here? Come on now. I see John Barilla's still awake. Come on. If he can stay awake, we can all stay awake. Right?
Oh, funny.
All right. Let's do this. Give the Tin Man the red skeleton cane off the stage.
Hook off the stage.
Oh,
Rob, too. LOL.
No, I just saying what I said probably was too much. More than enough. All right.
Oh, Valerie says, Willow says, I will love the chance to comment, however, but no camera in the bedroom. Yeah, you can turn your mic on and you can
you can come
without your camera. Yeah,
you don't have to have your camera.
Yeah, if you want to just click the button to come to the panel. Let me refresh just to make sure there's no one else waiting. Okay, yeah, refreshing helps. I see there's one there now, and that is James Kilgore. Come on down, James.
He was here a minute ago.
He must have gotten booted. He's back. He'll be back. There he is.
All right. All right. So anybody want to Mel has raised her hand. Let's just do the raised hand thing tonight so I don't have to act like I know anything here. Go ahead.
Thank you. I just want to say the plethora thing. Lynn, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, okay? I have ways of saying things because of the English and French mixture with that Spanish thing. And sometimes I put the accent on the wrong syllable, and at work they would repeat what I said. I said, okay, so it's potatoes, right? Is that correct? So we'd all start laughing. So I understand. Plethora, yeah. Rob, you had me laughing, but I'm laughing if Lynn. Okay. Yeah, I am starved from all that food last night, man. Food, and I brought so much leftovers, so it's all packed in the freezer. So I don't have to cook for a couple of days.
So we should have come to your house instead of having hamburger helper. No, we didn't have hamburger helper, but we did eat hamburger. I will say that. We didn't do turkey. We didn't do chicken. We did hamburger and salad. So
yeah. You saw the little video that I played.
Yeah. I was drooling. I'm like, oh, that looks so good, especially the sweets.
Yeah. It was fun. Not everybody showed up, but 5 of us. So that was good. And I gave God thanks. And I was pretending that I was singing. But then I took out the video and I put something else on. It's okay. But anyhow, handling new wealth. I don't know if we're ready to go to that topic.
Certainly.
Handling new wealth. Yeah, I've already been planning I know God's will, like man proposes and God disposes. However, I place it in his hands because we're all here together for common reason. We are the Great Commission, right? We are going to do that. Great Commission is like what he did with, visiting the people in the jails and setting people free and cleansing the blind man's eyes. That's the Great Commission, and that's what we are here on Passive to do. So the handling new wealth, I'm praying that it will come as easy for me because I do not want to get over my head. I hope that's directing to the topic, if that's the way it's going. Let me know if I'm hitting the right topic. I would have to have some sort of planning, with financial people, financial, what they call assistance, and all that to handle whatever apple comes my way. Because I was talking to my sister last night after we had eat, clean, and sat, and I told them about the Christmas Carol, John, but she wanted to watch Elf, and we didn't get Elf. But anyhow, it turned out to a discussion and laughter. So I said to her, charity is coming our way, and we need to do something. So she agreed with me. So when the new wealth come our way, I will gather people with me, not only me, but myself, family, and whoever, and then we'll do our best. We'll do our best we can to do things around.
All
Let
right.
me know if I'm hitting the topic right, please.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Uh, handling a windfall or handling new wealth, it's not easy. For instance, and I didn't mention this, but lottery winners, people that win the lottery, half of them are broke within a year or two. Now, wait a minute. I got $560 million and I'm broke already? Come on. Or I got 1 million or 2 million or 3 million. I've got a friend, and this is a true story. He won the second ever Florida lottery. And back then they didn't double, triple, quadruple it. He won 1,500,000 and he chose to take it in one sum. So he got $1 million. $1 million. Now here's a guy that's a trucker. He gets $1 million. What does he do? He sells his truck. He buys a house. He buys a boat. He buys all sorts of toys. He buys all new golf clubs. He buys, he actually even did a tennis court at his house. So here he is. He spent $1 million. Less than a year. He was flat broke. And then when he wanted to go buy a truck, he didn't have the money to buy the truck. So he didn't plan ahead. Now, I guess that's where I was going with a little bit of this tonight. Have a plan, work the plan. Don't just, because you got X amount of dollars in the bank, that's it. No, that's not it. Because if we're going to continue to do good for humanity, we kind of need the flow to keep going. I don't want $100 to come in and that be the end of it, and that's not just me. I think that's all of us. We want it to be continuous so that we can help as many people after we've helped ourselves, as Ashes said, around the world. So,
Like for example, I know the others have to talk, but I just wanted to, as you're saying that, right? We after like today, because I stayed over 2 nights, and we drove all the way to the Big Apple, which is like an hour and more away, and to drop her kids so they can work, right? And in coming back, we passed through a place that I never passed through or passed by before, and that little community is all barricaded. Nobody's living there. I don't know why. It's townhouses. So I'm saying to her, look at that. And she said, oh yeah, like everything is all bodied down. Like nobody's using it. And there's people on the road, on the tents. So these are all things I'm looking at. And I'm saying I will not work alone. There'll be a group of people that I will take with me, and we can do something, because there needs to be help. Our brothers and sisters, we need help.
right.
We
And,
need to help.
as Johnson has said, Chris Johnson has said, and Ash has said, Marty, Red, and others around the globe, Bless is going to play a big part in this, because one person can't do it all. I don't care who you are or who you think you are. There's safety in numbers, and there's certainly a much bigger pot to choose from, so to speak, quote unquote, in numbers with many people. So OBLES is going to play a big part. So it's enough from me. Let's go over to the next hand raise, which happens to be the one and only. Well, I think Greg was first, and then James. Go ahead, Greg.
Gotta wait for the unmute button. I'm starting to get that right. Hey, hello everybody on the panel. Nice to see you. Nice to see you here, Chris, as well tonight. You've been in the back in the chat room quite a bit in the last few times we were up here. Anyway, great. I think this is a great topic, handling new wealth, because I don't know if you saw my post on LinkedIn. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. And I'll kind of jump on board along with Rob about people who win the lottery. And I'll never forget the person in Washington State who won the first Washington State lottery, and it was only $1 million. But they caught him 1 year later robbing a Safeway store. Now that really takes the cake. I just could not believe it, but I could, because being able to handle even small amounts of money, there's a lot of people don't know how to handle small amounts of money. But just regular to have, let's say 10 grand a month coming in. Now, I've never had that kind of money coming in, even as a builder. Of course, I'm a different kind of builder. I was always worried about making big chunks of money at the end of the job. I don't want to rip anybody off. I didn't bid a lot of jobs. I wanted everybody to win in the end. So that was, I saw a decent wage over the years. But as far as being able to handle large amounts of money, I think we've heard in the communication over the last 4 years I've heard other people talk about this subject and about how we hopefully, and I don't know if you know if anybody is talking about this, we'll have counselors for people who are doing quite well, and how to actually invest the money and how to handle the money, because it is a different, it's going to change a lot of people's lives, and it can be for the good, or it can be for the extremely bad, and it can break up families, but it also can make new families. So where you're going with the money that you make, I think, is really an important issue about learning about. And I'm not real great at the financial things about where to invest and that kind of thing, because I never really had enough to invest. And nowadays they say, oh, go to J.G. Wentworth and you can take your annuity out. Well, these people that have these annuities and they take their money out, it's kind of like, why are they taking money out of an annuity? Because they're not handling their money correctly in the beginning. That's how I see it. So I just really like the opportunity to be able to just talk a little bit about that. I'm more like to listen and learn on especially this subject, because I'm not real good at it. Thank you.
All right. So make sure everybody checks out LinkedIn. The name is Gregory Hill.
Thank you.
He's not an imposter. He's actually Gregory Hill. So check him out on LinkedIn, please. And the things he does for us are remarkable, and we're grateful. Next hand up was James Kilgore. Go ahead, Mr. Kilgore.
Hello, everyone. I'm not really here to give financial advice, but myself, I plan on taking my money and planting seeds for everyone that I care about. I want to be able to pass on something to everyone in my family and everyone that I love. So I look at it like a bush. I prune off a little bit, take a little bit over here, and I replant it and see how it grows. You just keep running that cycle. And instead of cashing out all of your investments and changing your lifestyle, it's okay to enhance your lifestyle and improve it. But just because you come into some money doesn't mean if you get a lump sum that you need to go buy a mansion or a yacht, or big purchases are just really insane nowadays. And it's best to prepare, because you never know what's going to happen and what you'll need that money for. And reinvesting the money, it gives you a chance to grow not only financially, but to set a good foundation of roots for everyone that you care about, that you're doing it for. So, I mean, that's really the only advice I have on it. I mean, if you feel like you can't handle your money and you want to give it to me to hold on to, I don't mind doing that as well. But
All right.
thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And any other hands up? Let's see across the board. Oh, I see Cecil's here. That's good stuff.
Cecil, he's got his captioning.
He's got closed
Cecil
captioning.
has
Oh,
captioning
good,
with
good.
Chrome, so he'll be reading what we're saying. So he's
Good stuff.
fine.
Good stuff,
communication.
Cecil. All right. It looks like the crooner himself, the Frank Sinatra lookalike, John Barilla in the house.
That's funny. Yeah, actually, Frank Sinatra wasn't a big guy. I'm kind of got the same slim build as Frank Sinatra, so that's it. Funny you should say that. But anyway, yeah, I just raised my hand because nobody was raising it, because I'm somebody that definitely doesn't know too much about what to do if suddenly I have a good deal of wealth. And the stories about the lottery, I've known about those for a long time. In particular, and I can't remember the guy's name, but this goes back to when the lottery had just become kind of a big national thing, and the major prize was astonishing, but it was only about $1.5 million or something. Only about, listen to that, $1.5 million or something. Not like today with the hundreds of million or whatever, but I remember, and I don't remember the gentleman's name, but it's the typical story of what you were mentioning, Rob, that everything bad happened to the guy. People came out of the woodwork, offers, business people, con men, his family, everything you could think of took advantage of this guy, and he fell for all of it. And within about a year, he was broke. And so that's a story that's not so rare. I mean, because obviously that's way back when, and we've heard, it's always in the news. I mean, I've heard several of these stories about what happens to people when they don't know what to do or are taken advantage of, and they, like the gentleman that robbed the store there. That's really funny. I mean, within a year he's out and robbing a store. I mean, that's bad. But at any rate, myself, only one time in my life that I have not wealth, but pretty good amount of money within a short period of time. And I remember that, well, I didn't take any actions. I kind of thought that it wasn't enough, but I could have done something with it that would have been smarter, because I thought, well, no, it's not that much, and I'm really just going to kind of put it in the bank and I'll live on it for a while and whatever. And that was probably not a good thing to do, because I ended up going through it in not a real short time. I mean, I tried to be as frugal with it as I could, but I did not use it to my best advantage, because I just didn't know what to do. And also, I think this time I'm going to think better of it, and I'm going to get the proper advice and everything. One thing I remember doing, though, is I did my own taxes that year. I mean, literally, I always do my own taxes when they're not overwhelming. But that year was a year I probably should not have done my own taxes. And I know that I paid out of that money that I came into a whole lot more than I should have, put it that way. And I'll never forget that. The amount of money I had to pay in taxes, I was like, oh my, anyway. So I'm going to do better this time, and I'm going to get some advice, and I'm going to figure out to do the right things when I do find myself coming into some wealth. So that's it for now, and I'll be back later when everybody's ready, whenever you are, to sing a song.
All right, Johnny. All right, thank you. We're going to Carmela Schwartz. No camera tonight, and that's fine. Carmela, go ahead. What are you pointing at?
Because the hands raised, so you.
Oh, I thought that was Carmela's name.
Hello?
Wait a minute. Sorry.
Hello?
Sorry. Hang on a minute, Miss Fire. That was actually Sharon's hand, and I saw the red circle, and I thought it was you. I can't see from here to there. Oh, my goodness. So, yeah, go ahead.
It's quite all right. It's all right. Carmela could have went first. It doesn't matter. To me, we're all family, and we always get our turn. Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Sharon Whedon from Canada. I hope everyone had a great holiday. Sorry, I hope everybody's enjoying the holiday season. And I love this topic. And I love this topic very much. Rob mentioned it yesterday. We were going to have this. And the lottery thing, I was going to say something before you said that. That is unbelievable how many people lose their money. And just for that reason, not putting a plan on what you're going to do with your money. A couple of the leaders have actually said that, we should make a vision board. Now, a vision board, it sounds like a great idea. I haven't done that yet. And a lot of people throughout my life, I've always said, make a vision board, see where you want to go, where you want to place your money and your time. And just remember that there's going to be people out there that, we haven't seen or talked to in a long time that are going to have their hand out. So you got to look out for people like that. And I like to basically do a vision board because there's so many people I want to help all around the world. And, I would like to help children and also help my friends and some of my family members. I would like to help this 9-year-old boy that I rescued, and I've only seen twice this year, but it'd be good to be able to help him and make him safe and give him a home. But there's so many children out there that need so many different things that I want to help. So I think it's going to be hard. I think it's a really hard question on what exactly are you going to do with your money. But they even say, especially if it's new money, right? Because you're not born with a silver spoon in your mouth. So that now all of a sudden you got all this money, you may not think twice on buying something that, a week before you got that money, you would not buy. So you also got to think about that, because that's how quick you can blow your money on things that you wouldn't normally buy. Some of the things is good that you may normally buy, but you got to just think about it. And then I can just go on and on and on about this topic, but I just really wanted to say vision board is a great idea that if you're into that, you should try. And that's all I have to say at the moment. Your turn,
before we leave you, would you explain to those of us who don't know what a vision board is?
Yeah, a vision board, my understanding is you take what you have, what you're thinking about, and take your thoughts. And some people use take news magazines and go through the magazine and say you want to go on a trip to Paris. You cut out that picture and stick it on your board. Say you want to buy yourself a house, and you can cut out a picture of a house and stick that on the board. Say you have a 2-year plan because you want to do whatever. You just cut that out and you write 2-year plan on there and you put a picture underneath it. And you have it, and so you can put it on your wall. So you're always looking at that stuff to remind you that you have a goal and where you're going to. I think I explained that correctly.
I got it now. Oh, yeah. I'm going to need a vision board. It might not be the largest vision board, but I'm going to need one. That's for sure. So let's see. Who did I? Let's see. Where are we going next? Greg? Okay, we'll go to Greg Lakin next. Go ahead, Greg.
Okay. Yeah. I remember vision boards when I used to be at Another Way, which is, pretty much a great place for those that didn't have anything, because you got your food from local churches or Another Way, and you were allowed SSI income, but also you were directed various things like a vision board where we can develop something. But years later, I was not, I came to Montpelier because of my marijuana bust in New Hampshire about 25 years ago. But I had a business already, but I was prohibited from, I was trying to get a driver that didn't work, and well, anyway, ended up in Montpelier. But I always ended up with the dream of this is what I have, and now things are coming to me after quite a few years. But it's just really upsetting to me that various people around here didn't understand what I was trying to do, and various used to be a state senator that lost her husband. Now is working for Vermont Home Health, and they still. I don't know what language these people speak, but I am done with explaining myself for losers that have a lot of money. But, you know.
That's good stuff, Greg. That's good stuff, man. Well, thanks. We'll come back.
Everybody
go ahead. Go ahead.
Goes their own way. Well, anyway. But I feel the need to actually change our transit situation with everything in the having highest temperature before modern man was on this planet. We're melting the ice gradually, and I mean I used to be a skier, and we have no snow. We had snow a little while, but it's all melted. And, you know, I understand that not everybody likes snow. I mean, some people, like in Florida and other places, like warm weather, but I am, you know, I'm from Ukraine, so we know about cold weather. And, you know, but this planet needs to take action to changing, because it's going to get worse if we don't do anything about it.
Well, enter ONPASSIVE, enter all of you founding member affiliates, enter OBLESS, and I think a lot of what you've been thinking about is actually going to happen, Greg. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. I've been watching the temperatures go up and go down and go way up and way down. So I think you got a point, and you know, I'm sure we'll be talking about it more once the OBLESS thing gets kicked off and rolling. So appreciate what you said tonight. That's good stuff. I'm going to have Lynn reel me in here because I can't seem to keep up. She's got the chat right in front of the board that shows me who has her hand up.
Oh, so I'm trying to answer people in the chat.
Okay. Who was next? That was Greg.
Greg is done. We've got two hands. We got Mel and Carmela, as well as now Willow.
All right. Does anybody know who was first? If not, doesn't matter.
Wave if you were first.
I was first.
Wave.
Yeah.
Carmela, you
I
were
was first.
Okay,
Yes.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Carmela. Love to hear from you.
Okay. Today I don't have electricity here, so don't see the dark.
Okay.
So I would like to say that a vision board, like Sharon said, it's a good idea. It's when you look at it, it's taking your mindset and it's bringing your vision. It's very important to do vision board anyway in the beginning of the year. So start with a vision board. This is one thing. The second one, as Robin said, go to your accounting man to help you how to manage with your money or not spending a lot of money,
Okay.
and then to investigate the money don't lose their abilities. It's very important too. And first help your family around you, your first circle. That was Ash told us. Help your family, help your children, all the people you love surrounded you, and then start to help the globe. And for Ash Mufar told us it's not a one-time lottery here. We are going to get the money for generation. We have to use it smart and to make a way what to do with your money to make your vision. For example, my vision is to help animals. After I finish with my family and my people I surrounded around, I will start helping animals. There are a lot of animals in this world. We don't have a mouse to ask for help, and they need. So I will help them. And also, I gather with a group of Dr. Yvonne, which is want to help all these children that have in the world that don't have food or education, which is very important too. So I have to. I had a small plan already, and I have to just to write it down and to make a goals and date and to go through that plan. And I suggest to everyone to do it the same.
All right. That sounds like more good sage advice. And it kind of goes back to what we were saying is to have a plan and use some strategy and don't just think just because your name is Jones you have to beat the Smiths with having all sorts of material goods because it doesn't work that way. There's a lot of people that try to get ahead, and I have a family member who did that without naming names. He always had to keep up with the Joneses. His name wasn't Smith, but he had to keep up with the Joneses, and it wound up costing him in the end over the long run. So let's just all be cautious. Think about what we're doing, as I had mentioned earlier, and good things come to people that wait and are patient, and that's evident by all of you folks. So let's just be patient and let's do the right thing for our families first. So either Willow or Mel was next. Did I have a little help on that? It's Mel. Okay. We'll come to you in just a minute, Willow. Let's go to Mel.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take up others' time. You have to be open to everybody else. When Sharon mentioned the vision board, I started doing the whiteboard, the physical whiteboard. I got the biggest one from Walmart. I don't see them having it anymore like before, but I got before the pandemic, and I mean 2 years or 3 years before that, I bought a big whiteboard, and I had the duster, for the boards when you erase or delete, whatever. The duster, and I have these little push pins. They're magnetic, and they're colored, so you can color code. And what I did, RobLynn and others were on there. I wrote, well, I'm with a group of people who are doing real estate investing. I paid quite a bit of money for it. I'm still in that class. However, I'm not active because I'm on the live every day. But when we start making apples, I will continue on because we have a wealth of information to follow the lady who, the person who has the class going, So by doing that, it will help me to, not just me, as I said, but it will help me to map the road of what I'm doing in real estate investment, not a realtor, but real estate investment. That's all it is. And the vision board is the goals that I wrote, which is the short-term ones, and I put the little colored magnetic push pins on there, and I write down a prayer. I bless that goal. I wrote down a prayer, a mark, like a little quote from the Bible. And every time I go to the room, it's by my window. Every time I go there, I will read it, and I'll say, "That is going to happen at this time, Lord." And I know you will not leave it behind. It might not be the day that I marked, but I know it's gonna happen because you want us to do it. And then I have the other one where it says the medium-term goal, which means we all know what medium is. So it's more like it's a little bit longer than the short term. And again, I mark whatever it is on that whiteboard with another colored push pin, magnetic push pin, and I write again a blessing. And then I do the long term ones, which is the apples. So I have it there and I remind myself when I go into the room. So I just wanted to comment on what Sharon and Camilla mentioned about the memory board or whatever you call it. I have the whiteboard, physical. That's all I wanted to say.
All right. Thank you, Mel. Sorry, I didn't know that you were next on The Price is Right. Miss Nakamoto, who's the executive producer here, would like to take a picture if it's all right. We got 15 or 16 on the panel. I can't keep up with it. That's marvelous. That's about double what we normally have. So we're very grateful to all of you who came along tonight. And we'd like to hear from everybody, what your thinking is along these lines with wealth. So let's picture.
So we'll do picture soon if you want in the picture. Okay, soon I'm gonna take a picture. All right, and we know so folks that are in bed and don't want to be on camera. That's fine, no pressure at all to come on camera. But those of you who would like to be in the screenshot, but with the screenshot and then I post it into our RobLynnLive chat. It's something to share, and everybody has memories. Good memories.
All right. Well, all right. Most everybody's on. So wait. I don't know. Who was it?
I know. Is it my turn? This is Willow.
Oh yeah, we're gonna take a screenshot.
Willow, we're gonna take a picture first. You don't have to put your camera on, but we're gonna take a picture. We got 16 people on the panel right now.
Cecil, yay!
All right, Cecil made it.
Yeah.
So just give us a minute. We'll be right back to you.
Again, we're looking for an action shot, not boring. So you can just like wave or peace or love or whatever suits you. Okay, an expression on your face. Something fun, okay? Cecil, where's your camera?
There's definitely a plethora of people here tonight.
I want Cecil in the picture, please. Cecil, come back. Cecil.
Now that was funny, and you let that go.
Well, I was talking to Cecil.
Cecil, I know. Okay. Yeah, hopefully Cecil will come on.
Maybe it's his network. He just disappeared.
There's Carmela.
Is Cecil back? Everybody look for Cecil.
See him.
I don't see him. He's trying. Okay. Sanju, I don't think has come to the panel. Might have been an error there, so I'm going to go ahead and.
Okay. No problem.
And Willow's going to be here. Cecil.
There's Cecil at the top.
Okay, good. Thanks, you guys, for waiting for Cecil. Cecil, want to see you. We'll take a picture soon. Come on. Turn on your camera. You don't mind? Please.
All right.
Stay. Okay, ready. I will count to 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna take a shot. Okay. So you ready? Everybody ready?
Ready?
You count 1, 2, 3. So I have my finger.
Can I count to 1 to 3?
Yeah.
I'll try.
With your finger. So
Here we go. In 1. In 2.
Wait. Cecil's not ready.
Not ready. Okay.
Cecil, ready? I'm gonna take a picture. You ready? Cecil, ready? Okay.
All right.
Facial expression.
We made it to 2. Okay. Let's see if we can make it to 3. Here we go.
Do it again. 1, 2, 3. I have to put my finger.
You're killing me, Nakamoto.
Okay.
1 and a 2.
Wait. We have to look for James. He's out of the picture. Look and scan. Make sure everybody's
I'm
okay.
looking at James.
He was just out of the picture. Okay. Now he's in the picture. James, keep your face in the picture, okay?
All right, here we go.
Okay, everybody else is in the picture?
Yes, it can be.
Okay, everybody looks good. All right.
All right, and 1 and 2 and 3. Action.
All right. Let me check.
That was a good one.
Let me check.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
They let anybody in these pictures now, huh?
What did you say? You let everybody in the picture. Very nice.
All right, that was a good one. And now let's go, as soon as she clicks on it, and make sure it saves it.
Okay.
Let's go to Willow. Valerie Griffith.
Hello, lovey.
Right. Hey, Val.
Hey, we hear your voice.
Willow.
Willow's here.
Can you hear me? I want to send everybody Christmas blessings. I am so pleased to be here, and I'm sorry I'm laying in bed while I'm doing it. But, you know, I had a meeting today with my family about our upcoming acquisitions, I guess we could call them, that we're going to have through ONPASSIVE. And like most of you, I'm an old farmer. I've never had a whole lot of money in my hands at one time. And most of the time, we've had to budget every cent we brought in. And I worked for the government for years for a wage that you live from paycheck to paycheck. So I don't know really diddly squat about large income amounts that we may expect. And so I was really concerned mostly about learning what to do with the business once it started rolling really fast, you know, because I've been in 5 years now with ONPASSIVE, and I love it. And I love Ash Mafara. I should get that out of the way, and Lenny and Rob. But one of the things that I didn't think about was I added, you know, accounts. People signed underneath me, and I had a few that really come through, and they brought their families in it. So I started thinking about a week ago, well, I was handling my husband's accounts, and I was handling my accounts, and then my son's accounts. You know, he couldn't find his email accounts, and we have had, you know, we work together most of the time. I handle most of it. So I thought to myself, my God, what am I going to do? I can't they got to learn how to do this. You know, I got into panic mode, you know. But the whole thing is we don't have to panic. It's ridiculous. It is done for us, and we are going to prosper, whether we like it or not. And it's going to be an absolutely fantastic ride. But I also learned about my own limitations. You know, I think I could do everything because I'm 83 years old, and I think I've seen it all and done it all. But perhaps I haven't when it comes to money. So I thought to myself, what am I going to do with all these accounts now that I got? You know, do I put them all together, or do I assign them to people? And most of them I have people that I'm taking care of in my family that I'm taking care of the account because they are farmers too, old farmers. They don't even have computers. They don't have a clue how to handle their business accounts. So I thought, God, I need some help about how to grow our business once we get started. And so I called a good friend, and I'm not going to use any names. She might not want anybody to know that. she had to spend an hour with an old woman today figuring things out. But we decided, and I asked her if it was all possible, and she said yes. I wanted to see how I know that ONPASSIVE is going to advertise each of our accounts, and we're going to have an ability to attract people and bring more affiliates underneath this. We're going to have that. But I wanted to know, and I asked her, how do we, like if we have an account that is not doing too good, could we buy, additional accounts, affiliate accounts ourselves, And she says, absolutely, you can put in as many affiliate accounts as you want. I did not know that. I thought, well, I can't recruit anybody anymore, so it just didn't dawn on me that I could buy and recruit underneath myself, for example, if I wanted to. So my husband and I and my son, we decided today what we were going to do is make a plan and take one of our accounts and devote it to purchasing subscriptions to the products through affiliate accounts that we purchase once a month. Like each account buys 5 new subscriptions a month and support them and buy products to help them. They'll be like an extra cash register underneath you. And so even if we don't get an extreme amount on one account, we could build up that account eventually in the future, And another way that we can do that, I think, please, I'm no expert here, that we can buy extra traffic for our accounts. We can see by using OTracker, we'll be able to look at our accounts and see, well, this was not doing very good, and the only traffic I got is in Greece. Well, we can up our traffic in Greece if it's doing really good, pay extra. Ash said we could have that, traffic anywhere, and we could, have targeted traffic. So I got so excited, and John and I and Jason, we sat down today and we figured out, okay, I'll take this account and I'll devote it to promoting all my other businesses, all my other accounts. And that way, if we keep adding to each one, it's going to triple our production in the future. And you're going to kind of guarantee that, I don't think people take it. I think they take it for granted. I'm just going to sit there and ONPASSIVE is going to do everything for me. They don't necessarily have to renew your account if you're not doing anything with it either. So I want to make sure that I'm out there doing what I'm supposed to be doing and making each account grow. And then we were discussing, am I talking too much, Lynn? Should I get off? Is that too much?
Okay.
No, you're just fine, Willow. You've got that ONPASSIVE voice that everybody knows, so keep talking.
Okay, loves. I love you guys. You are all so sweet. One of the things that I wanted to do is buy a farm, and we're looking for a new farm. But Greg, when I heard you talking about we've got to get on target with taking care of our earth, because I'm an earth mama. I'm a promoter of regenerating your soil, of producing products at home that can feed people healthy food, not the crap that we're getting in the grocery store. And take charge of our own lives. You can have a garden in the city, but I am really into hiring people to work for me that I could give them a scholarship to college and they can work for me as, I guess they call them, it's like a sponsorship program that I pay the subscription. I beg your pardon, dear?
Oh, she said interns.
Interns. That's right. I couldn't think of the word. When you get 80 years old, you forget the words. You know them as well as your own name, and you could forget them. I stand in front of the refrigerator, wonder what the hell I'm doing there. Anyway, I'm sorry. Thank you for the help, Lovey. I want to create internships for the people in our area. I live in West Virginia, and let me tell you, I was not born here, but this place has my soul, and I can't leave it. The people are so needy. And they think they know everything at the price of it. I'm not saying they're ignorant people. I'm just saying that they're so needy and the poverty level is so high. I don't have to leave West Virginia to help people. They're everywhere. They're young kids wanting to get out of the situation at home that they're in. And if I could create internship programs, there's even kids that want to become horseshoers. I'll send them to class. I'll help them get trucks that they can go door to door, whatever they want to do with shoeing people's horses. They make as much as the doctors make right now. So there are things that we can do right under our noses. And I intend to do just that. I know that there are some major places that I will put money into, like Salvation Army. I think they're one of the best places on earth that help the poor, especially during the holidays. And feedamerica.com is another one. But I want to do things for my own people, my own community, the people I love, the people that I can see their kids grow. And I don't think that as one person I'm going to have so much money that I could go out and help everybody in the world. But I don't intend to travel. I don't intend to do anything except grow my food and feed my family and help others in my community. So I don't know if any of you are aware of Catherine Austin Fitz. She's a financier, and she's fantastic is what she is. And she says that the way that we evolve in the world is to take our communities and see that they survive. Help your community. Marty said the other day, I could go outside my door and see my neighbors, and I know that they need help. I don't have to travel, to do that. And none of us do. And one of the things I found out about money today that really excites me is you could have one account with ONPASSIVE. And say you know a little girl like I do in New York City that lives in rent control apartments, scared to death to leave her apartment. You can send and gift someone through one account $16,000 a year, tax free for her. I have to pay the taxes on the account when that $16,000 comes in. But you could easily, I'm predicting this. I'm a psychic medium, and I see us as becoming tremendously wealthy lovers. I'm not trying to say, I just have a vision of it. And so I think I could support at least 3 people with every account I got extra, giving them a $16,000 gift each year. Can you imagine tax-free? 16,000 would be like 32,000 for someone working for a wage and having to pay taxes. So I got overexcited about that today. But there are people that I know right now today that are living on $752 a month. They have to buy groceries. Their rent's been raised to $1,000 a month. They have no way to pay it. And I could easily, with one account, I know, looking at it, if you build it up, you can supplement their income by $16,000. And you can do that tax-wise, you can't give 32,000 to one person, but you can, each person that you want to give a gift to. It's just a way to use, if you have say you got a tax file and your accountant says you've got this much money in it to pay your taxes and you'll have this much left over, or you have this much to donate, he'll tell you, or they'll tell you how much you can successfully donate. And all it does is shift your tax money into giving somebody an income that they can live on all year long.
That's good stuff, Willow. That's why I call you one of the voices of what ONPASSIVE is all about. I've said that since the first time I heard you speak, and I firmly believe you already have a plan. And that's what we all need to do, is we need to have a plan. Maybe not just like yours, but with the same idea, a plan, a strategy. And that was the purpose of this tonight, was to, talk about those things that we all need to be looking at. So thank you for being here, Willow. And whether you're in bed or not, you sound the same.
Thank you so much. I didn't mean to talk so long.
Thank you.
I'm sorry I talked as long as I did, but I get excited about this. I'm excited about ONPASSIVE. I want to say one last thing.
Okay.
I know, darlings, that you're as anxious as I am to get started. But I don't think any of you really know the gravity of what Ash is going through. So I ask you sincerely to pray for him, because the world is a nasty place to do business in at the moment. There are some really, really corrupt people, and he's dealing with corruption, with people that are dishonest, and he comes out shining every war he fights. So we keep praying for him that the next one, God will give him good favor, and he will fly through it, and we'll all be working and working toward his goal of saving others. So I just wanted to add that I think we sometimes forget. I started working at McCullen Air Force Base in high tech then. It was so funny. We had computers that took up the whole room, one computer, But I have been in technology all my life. And when you're dealing with technology, there is so much corruption that he has to wade through that. And he's up to his hips in it. And he does it without asking us to pray for him. But by gosh, we really need to, because he has to be able to succeed before we can. So when we are praying for things, especially on nights like this with the full moon, put your manifestations out there that Mr. Ash is successful at everything he is undertaking right now, because his heart is in the right place. And that's better. Put him at the top of your prayers, because he's carrying all of us on his back. So I just wanted to add that, Rob. Darling.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Wow. What a night tonight has been so far. Normally we'd say goodnight at 10 o'clock. We've been trying to do that, but I don't want to go anywhere. I don't care that this chair is killing my tushy. We'd like to hear from a few more of you before we have John sing us out of here. So is there anybody I'd like to add to either anything Willow said or any of us said?
Or just say
Just raise, do the raise of your hand.
Or wave.
Or wave. All right.
Or Dave. We got Dave.
David Rosowski. Go ahead, sir.
Good to have you here, David.
Hello. Been a while. Sorry about that. I've been having my own little issues and trials, but this is something I've been really interested in, and I've been wanting to make people aware about for a while. I mean, I have an interesting little past. My grandfather, when I was a baby, had a paper company, and he sold it, and he made, good money for back in the 1970s. As it came through, he passed away and my grandmother passed away, and then I wound up getting a little bit of money. It could have been something life changing, but I had no education. I frittered it away. I spent it. I had, a girlfriend. I was trying to be the big shot, and I just blew a lot of it, and here I am broke again. You know, a bunch of years later, my mom passed away. I got a couple of more dollars. Again, not life changing. So what I did was I put it away for college for my son. I can screw up, but I want to make sure he's got a future. Growing up around that, not having the money, but seeing the people with the money, I've seen a bunch of stuff, So yeah, we want to do a certain amount of planning, because not only do we need to learn what we need to do with our money, our apples, when they start falling, got to watch out for predators. There's a lot of lascivious, low-life, dirtbag scumbags that will find any reason. Oh, wow, Lynn Nakamoto has a whole lot of money. Let's see, I'm going to go walk in front of her house and trip, and I'm going to have a frivolous lawsuit. People will pull their car in front of you and slam on the brakes so you rear end them so they can sue you if you got a nice car. They're going to come at us from all different angles, and we want to make sure that we're protected, one way or another. So we should also do that, investigate those kind of protections for ourselves. But as far as, once I realized what I had in ONPASSIVE, I started making my plans, because I knew that this was going to be a whole lot more than I ever got, before, So I started investigating, I started checking out, what am I going to do? A family trust? Am I going to do a family, whatchamacallit, institution, like the Gates Foundation kind of thing, but not trying to kill people, try to help people. So I thought about it. And in order to do a family trust, you need at least $1 million before they're going to talk to you or do anything like that. So I was, I'm not a financial planner or anything. I'm just going to share what I'm going to be doing. So the way it was explained to me was I'm just going to basically start taking care of myself, get my eyes, my ears, my teeth fixed, start fixing up the house, and by the time I get all that stuff going, I should have hopefully enough apples coming in that I can start doing like a foundation. But what I want to do first is put some money away in some investments. I asked my sister, how much money do you need to retire? Well, she told me ballpark, right, somewhere around 10 grand if you want to, live a reasonable lifestyle. So I figure what I'm going to do is I want to double that, put that away so that I can, not double that. I talked to a financial guy. He said in order to get $10,000 a month, you need about $2 million invested. So, yeah. So in time, I'd like to double that, see if I can live off of that. And then what I want to do is take the positions that I was able to get for ONPASSIVE. I want to put those into a family trust. That way, everybody can have health and life insurance. And in time, maybe we can start getting some annual, semi-annual, or quarterly, payouts, a little extra help for people. And then the rest of the positions that I have, I'm putting into my own foundation, which is going to fund an LLC I started to start helping people to start doing all the projects that I've been talking about, like with my ocean projects and farming and desalinization and all that stuff. And and I'm looking to have John. I want him to be my face. He's going to be my spokesman. I hope anyway. Anyway, but this is the kind of stuff I've been planning, because I knew once it sunk into me what ONPASSIVE really was. I got in when there was like 100,000 people. We were still a marketing platform. We weren't what we are now, this incredible monster that's going to save the world. But as it started growing, it started evolving, and I evolved with it. I went from me to what can I do for people. I'm noticing there's a whole evolution on a whole lot of levels and a whole lot of subjects that I never thought about before. But I guess my main thing, I'll shut up here in a minute. I guess the main thing is we should all do our own due diligence, find somebody that we can trust to get good, sound financial and legal advice, and, work on your dreams and start figuring out what you want to do in life. Because I haven't had a vacation in so long. I honestly don't even know what I want to do other than my projects. I mean, to relax. I haven't had a vacation, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure most of us, it's been so long that we've been able to say, hey, I got some free time and a few extra bucks that I can go do this. If you think about it, a lot of us probably don't even know what we would do. So I'm going to start doing a lot of thinking and soul searching on what do I want to do too. I mean, aside from helping people, I got to have some fun time too. I mean, more fun, relaxing fun time.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
All right.
I'll shut up now.
That was good.
That was good stuff, Dave. I mean, that's well, you and I have talked before. I mean, we made lists before. You came up with Atagrat, and Ash knows all about that. I made sure he knew about Atagrat, and it's we are in a place that I don't think any of us realize now, and the more we see, it's going to be believing. In other words, if any of us have the slightest doubt, the doubts are going away fast. So it's just a matter of stay the course, have a plan, work the plan, like my father used to say. If you got a plan and you don't work it, what good is a plan? Well, he was right. He was right. There was a lot of times in my life I didn't have a plan when I was in my 20s. But as I got older, I saw I needed to have a plan, especially with 6 kids and 10 grandkids. It's, money doesn't grow on trees. So we're all very lucky and very blessed. And with that, I'd like to yield the floor to the senator from Gaithersburg, please, Senator Solares.
You're frozen.
Oh, no, don't tell me, Pedro, you frozen?
He's frozen. I don't see him moving.
Ay vey.
He'll come back. We'll come back to him.
Okay, Pedro.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Thank
sorry.
you. I never been called senator, but yeah, it's.
I just gave you a pay raise, man.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Pedro.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
you just did. Yeah, thank you so much. Well, I'm gonna give my input since I'm gonna have to go soon. I'll be quick, so always have the opportunity to share their motives. I think that is important. The right motive to acquire the means to distribute. I think that is very important. And John was relating that, he had money at one point. I did myself. And I ended up just using it for what I wanted. I wanted to take my family on a vacation. So I cashed out my profit sharing in one company. It's an employee-owned company. And so every year they distribute the gains of the company among the employees. And so I had accumulated a bit of money. So I cashed in because it was getting too far to go to the job. It started at closer and then it moved away. And so I said, well, the best thing is to take the money, pay taxes, and go on a trip. So I ended up in Mexico, Cancun with my family, and I did all that. So, but it's gone a long way, that plan. So it seems to be that David and Valerie had mentioned a plan that they, because being exposing more, that kind of thing. And so I think it's a good thing to plan. Money that comes, it goes easy. And this is not, I'm not saying that the money that we want from ONPASSIVE is easy. It's money that we are trying to get because we want to make a decision on how to help others with whatever we are. Motives are important. And David express that night. So that's exactly what I want. To me, since I've done numbers in life, to me it work better. You know, if you set a percentage, no matter how much the percentage is. If it's a percentage out of $1 million, well, it's a percentage. A percentage for this, a percentage for that, and so you never get that sense of I'm giving too much or I'm giving too. You set a percentage, and that's the way it's going to work. It's out of your heart. It's not attached to you. I mean, you already designated how much you're going to designate for whatever reason you want to designate it, and that works for me. I have myself. I have plans to help out if I get to live the fulfillment of our dreams, and well, that's basically what I want to say tonight. I really appreciate sharing, because you get some insight on how most people feel about acquiring money. It's described in the Bible as something that can make wings for itself. Otherwise, you can blow it very easily. But if you plan, if you have the right motive to have the money, that can make a lot of good to people. So that's all I want to say, and I like always to give their input. Thank you so much, Rob, for giving me a time and the chance.
Thank you. Rob had to go to the comfort room. He'll be back. But thank you very much, Pedro. I've got some hands up. We got Sharon and Pedro's already spoken. So we go to Sharon Whedon, Ballyhoo Pushpin Media.
Hello, everybody again. First of all, Sister Mel, I love what you said about the whiteboard. The whiteboard is very interesting. It's very good. What I like about the whiteboard is not only that you can't stick things on it, but it's great because you can rub it off and go bigger. So say you want to get yourself a little house, you can rub that house off and draw yourself a big one, or write on anything. So that's a great idea, the whiteboard for a vision board. But I also wanted to warn everybody that yes, we're going to come into this money, and we're going to have it. And of course, we all have big hearts and we want to help people. And you're going to have your favorite charities that you're going to want to donate to. But it's going to be so easy for us to be like, oh my God, I want to help this charity, that charity, that charity. That also has to be part of your plan. So decide what charities you're going to want to donate to for the year, and say and how many, and have yourself a quota, right? So that, because you're going to have charities from everybody and everywhere, but loose is going to be asking you, like, the police charity, the fire department charity, dogs, different types of dogs charity, children charity, all kinds of people are going to be, as Ash would say, if it's true what Ash says, we're going to become the hunted. So I think that's another thing we should think about. And like I said, have a quota. And it's hard to say no. I am like the worst at saying no, especially when people need my help. But we have to have a quota, and we have to be able to say no at some point. And maybe certain charities that you might want to sponsor, maybe, tell them to put it on the list for the next year. And they have to, have a date where they have to ask you for the money before you can cut it off, because you have so many charities that you're going to want to help. So that's just something to think about, food for thought. Back to you, Lynn.
No, it's back to Rob. I've taken the helm here. I have the Big Daddy chair now, so my tushy can take a break. I see Mel's hand up. Go ahead, Mel, please.
At David, thank you, Sharon. At David R. Where you mentioned about the the insurance, taking up insurance packages for different people. I had brought up that idea before when we had a similar discussion, Rob and Lynn, way back. So I agree with you. There are many people, including myself, who studied insurances. I explained about that. I explained that before. And it was stolen, kind of, because if it stopped, at a premature age or premature time, that means it was stolen from you because all this premium went to waste. Okay, so there's people who are trying their best to have insurance, but they cannot afford it. So that's packages that we can put together and distribute it. They don't have to be family members. Well, part of it will be family members because they said to start helping yourself first, right? Charity begins at home. But then it would be a wise idea, and I am with you on that because I thought of the same. People who can't afford, and there's many people who can't afford insurance. So that's a good idea you brought up because that's same great minds. I had that same idea as well. Just distribute them in a little form of a package. Go visit them and then, or put it in the care of someone like a lawyer, whatever for them, or however you want to do it. But it would be a great help. That's all I wanted to say, Lynn and Rob. Thank you.
All right. I like that. I like that a lot. Before we go back to Willow, I just want to check with anyone else, see if you want to hop on. DL and Dawn, did you want to add to the party, or are you good? Whatever you guys want. For some reason, I don't know why I'm on the big screen. I guess because I'm talking. Is that right?
I'll put you back
Oh, that's much easier now. Did anyone from Ohio want to speak, or how about anyone from sunny Singapore?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me, Rob?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, good. Thanks for having us, and I appreciate everybody that's on the panel tonight. It's a great subject, but as far as I'm concerned, I mean, before I can help others, I got to help myself. I mean, I'm in desperate needs as far as debt goes, and I want to be able to get out of it. That's number one. But when I do, it's going to be all hands, full steam ahead, because there's a lot of people that I really, really, really want to help. Starting with, there's something called the Mercy Ships. There's food and medical and people that need water everywhere. And it's just going to be full steam ahead, like I said. But got to dig out from the debt. That's the first thing. You want to get ahead, you got to get out of debt. That's what I need to do. And I suspect there's a lot of folks that are pretty much in that same kind of boat. But thanks to Ash and everything, I think this is a good vehicle to just do that and to help others. So I'm really looking forward to 2024 because I know that's going to happen this year. So I'm really excited about it. And I kind of echo a little bit of what John Barillo said earlier when he first came on about having money in the past and just really didn't know what to do with it, or did kind of dumb things, I guess you could say. But I'm guilty of that as well. So, but basically, I'm a lot wiser now. Let's just say that. So I know where to put it. I've got a plan as far as breaking down. I even got a pie graph as far as percentages, what I want to do. So I'm looking forward to everything. And I really thank Ash and his family and all the engineers and everybody that works for ONPASSIVE to make this happen, because in my opinion, it's certainly a godsend. So I really appreciate you. Thanks, Rob.
All right. Thank you, DL. We appreciate that. And I've been on both sides of that fence. I had a lot of money in my 20s and early 30s, squandered it away, got into debt, got out of debt, got back into debt. So, yes, I feel the pain of probably, I want to say 40%, maybe more of ONPASSIVians. We're all in the same boat, similar boat. We're just in a good position to where good things are going to start happening. And that's all good. So thanks. Appreciate that. Where did Willow go? Oh, there's Willow. Kidoki. Did anybody else who hasn't spoken want to say something before Willow? Fantastic. We're going to go to Francis Tay first, Willow, and then back to you.
Thank
Hello,
you.
friend.
I think we are in the Wealth Academy now. Every one of us have a gold nugget to share from your past, from the present, and also your contribution for ideas for the future. I think this is really a good topics and a good foundation that we discuss among ourselves. I look at the screen. Most of you from the US and Canada, except this one from Asia. So I don't know what I can contribute here. I just want to share from my personal perspective. I think looking at ONPASSIVE as a business, I think knowing that all these 5 years is actually based on mindset, not on physical or on the dream. It's on mindset first, right? I believe we should do. Now we only have a few days to go to the end of the year. We should do a reset. First, reset your mind, right? Your soul and your body. Okay? Because if you don't have a good health, talk is easy. Maintaining your dream is harder. You know, you can talk. You want to help this, help that, and then one day you have no health, can't walk. You talk about wanted to go to the cruise ship, wanted to go to Dubai. It's no use. Right? So I think reset the body is one thing. Let's a computer. After 2-3 years, you have to reset. Either get something fixed, or get a new one. Like Rob say, or some of you say that you have gone through the past, through the low period. That is very important, because you have to win the poor in order to win the rich, right? You have not conquered poverty. It's very hard to explain, to share about your richness, your wealth, right? And those of you who have conquered the past, you have conquered the poverty, or some of you are on the journey, and that is very important, because the practice of what the present define your future. If you have what you have today, and it's so hard for you to contribute, to share, to give, please do not talk about your future. It's not practical. What you have now, you can't make the contribution. That will be your character in the day to come, when you have the wealth or the dream that come to you. You ever heard about when you go to a hotel, you ever heard about those who are non-ordinary people who check in the hotel, they give more tips than the rich one? Ever heard about this statement? Those who are ordinary give more tips compared to those who are rich who give tips. So
Yeah.
it's a lifestyle that we need to protect. We are here to correct the corruption. We are here to correct lifestyle. Lifestyle is we, There's someone say you have to take care our home, ourselves first, before we talk about charity. ONPASSIVE is not about charity. ONPASSIVE is about changing lifestyle, changing family, changing society. Then we can change the humanity. So I want to give you I salute you for what you have shared in these last few hours. Really, we need to encourage each other. In this community, we bond each other. We are very open to share. I think know how you protect your passwords. Know how you manage your account. Because if you don't do that, if you lost your password, you lost everything. Especially now, more and more people say they lost a password for the alternative email, which is too late, isn't it? We have been talking about this from the last 3-4 years. Right now, people start to awake and tell you, "Can you help me?" I say, "What's the problem?" "Oh, I forgot my email, alternative email." It's too late. Right? now we ourselves need to protect our own alternative email. Learn to protect your own account, because you can create 10, 20 accounts and you forget, how you're going to help people, right? So I really love this session. Thank you for choosing the title. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Francis Tay. Wow. Thank you. Let's go to Willow Griffith now. Go ahead, Miss Valerie.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Francis, you make my heart sing. You are a wise man, darling. And that beautiful Sherry, she reminds me of Polly, doesn't she? Sharon, thank you. You sparked, I got really interested when I was listening to you, Sharon. I have pondered over how we were going to get insurance in our old age to protect my husband and I. He's ill. I'm elderly. And I didn't know that we could have like group insurance that we could purchase for our families. And I just found that out recently. But insurance companies make me really mad because they're so damn crooked. And you've got to kind of be really on the ball to find the right one for your company. If you have a little small company or you have a group like me, I'm going to have a farm or I'm going to hire people to work for me. So in our area, it's very difficult to find group insurance that we can afford to buy to not only help us in our old age, but to help my employees that can't get insurance anywhere. They have to rely on the state to give them Medicaid. So there's a fine line there. Like you could hire somebody for a decent wage, but if you don't have insurance, you can't really do that. You can't hire them without providing them with a way to get insurance. So anybody that knows a lot about that, Rob, I hope will come on another night and maybe give us a quick rundown about how we should approach purchasing insurance for our groups that we are going to create. I'm 83 years old and I'm going to need somebody in the future to take care of me. I know that. I'm not that stupid. I got a good mind, but I don't know if my old body's going to hang in there, So I am really, really, truly interested in creating a foundation that has insurance, group insurance for everybody that I employ or help or send to school. Even the kids that go to school, if you send them, we have a great veterinary college here in West Virginia, and I have a lot of young people that want to become vet assistants. So they can go to school for 2 years, great program, and work, within the veterinary hospitals afterward. They can't afford to go to school here. They can't go and stay there and pay the rents that they have to in order to exist while they're going to school. So there's a great need for insurance. Those young people get sick just like us, and they don't have any insurance. So I'm really, really excited about being able to do that, but I don't know anyone that I've talked to on Passive that knows about insurance and the type of insurance we should be looking at. And I'm really a novice at that. And so
it's your lucky day. I spent a number of years in that crazy business where I don't know, it seems like they rob from the small guy and the big insurance companies get bigger.
You got it. I agree, Rob.
But in Florida now, my ex-wife had cancer 4 times. She's a survivor still, 4 times. And there is a plan within the state of Florida for people who've had certain illnesses. The Obamacare type policy would have cost her $800 a month.
Correct.
She didn't have $800 a month. She is on a plan in Florida now through a foundation. I've got to get the name of it and everything because it needs to be spread throughout the world, throughout the country, United States and Canada anyway, at least. And she pays $34 a month and has no deductible. Now,
Oh, wow.
that's unheard of. You can't get a Medicare supplement for under several hundred at the best. So I'm going to, I'll either get a hold of her, or I'll get a hold of the agency that provides that. But it's for people who are older, anywhere from 50, I think it's anywhere from 50 to 100, and can get the coverage. And she's paying $34 a month. And I had gotten her the insurance through the Obamacare program when it first came out, and it wound up being $800 a month for one person.
Yep.
And that's just a flat ripoff. So we'll do some research there, and maybe we'll have an insurance night or something to do with insurance. Because as we get older, go ahead, David. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that would be awesome because I got with my injuries, I haven't been able to work in 3 years. And even in spite of not having a job for 3 years, surviving on what I've got saved and what I can try to get together, I make too much to get, Medicaid or Medicare or whatever it is. I mean, I can't even afford that. I don't have an income, but I make too much to qualify for this darn insurance that everybody's supposed to be able to get.
Right. So I'll do some research. You're in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm wearing this sling. I can't afford to go even get my arm looked at, my shoulder looked at by a doctor. I had it looked at once, found out it was separated. It's basically useless, but I can't afford to even go get it fixed. This is like crazy. This insurance scam they got going on. And
It's been going on over 100 years, and the insurance companies have gotten very, very rich. Outside the Catholic Church, they're the largest property owners in the world, insurance companies.
Yeah.
They own the big buildings. They own the big properties. They own the big farms now.
And I was blown away to find out that they got entire teams of lawyers out there whose job it is to find ways to deny children benefits, which I thought was absolutely reprehensible. That's
Right.
nuts.
That's actually true. That's not made up. I know about
You
that.
bet it's true. In West Virginia here, it is absolutely true. It's unbelievable. And New York City is bad too, Rob. We need to see if we could find some representative that knows the different laws we have to, excuse me, we have to deal with in our states. West Virginia is a red state. That should tell you something.
Yeah, this may sound off the wall, but we might be able to form our own insurance cooperative.
Oh,
with 1,400,000 people. I would have no problem running that or helping to run that to where everybody paid a certain amount. 1,400,000 people paid a certain amount. Didn't matter whether you were a cancer survivor or you, David, or me, who's been a survivor of a number of things, or anybody here.
Oh, that's fantastic! I'd jump on that in a heartbeat, even if we haven't kicked in with our earning income yet. I would jump on it.
Yeah.
If you got it started, Rob, I would be your first subscriber.
I jumped both feet.
I'll get to work on that, and we'll find some things out, and we'll not just for this country, but for other countries. I don't know what other countries have because I've not traveled lately to other countries, but I'm going to get the information on this one program in Florida. I'm going to find out if it's good in other states, and then I'm going to find out through the state insurance commissioner here.
Excuse me, sorry.
Go ahead.
You're back.
Oh, I'm back? Okay. All right. Briefly, we'll get to the bottom of this, because that would be, to me, you want to help humanity, solve the insurance problem. You want to help humanity, Ash? Let's start a foundation to where no child, nowhere on the planet has no coverage. I would love to see that happen. It's huge. It's a huge undertaking, but I'd love to see on passive. Boy, talk about getting rid of the naysayers. We come up with an insurance program that saves people money and gives people insurance who can't get insurance from the big dogs in the insurance business. Boom.
Oh, Rob, that is so exciting. I would be your flag waver, darling boy. I would be your flag waver. You cannot believe the elderly people that, by God, I go to the doctor and I know more than him. And I say to myself, there's got to be a better way that we're dealing with people that are elderly. And I hate that term. I'm not an elder. I'm a super elder. And I don't believe in downplaying people because they're old. There's a lot of us that are pretty damn smart. And I would be behind you 100%, Rob, if that could come about. And I think all of us ought to get together and maybe we could present a proposition with Rob pushing it forward for all of us. Because I can't think of a person now that has little kids and mothers that work that can't take a day off to go to work and their kids are sick. I've done that. I raised 9 kids. And let me tell you, I did some classy lying in my days. I hate to admit it. I think my one aunt died 75 times before, I always use her as an excuse. I have to go to the funeral. So, but when you do creative job keeping when we're in the business as I was in, they didn't give you days off to get sick or take care of your kids. So I think
here's where I look at this. If we're going to be a super unicorn corn company, spit it out, Rob, in less than 5 years, I know we can form a foundation because it's been done with a lot less money than that.
Absolutely.
And if we get the right people investing, if we need to reinvest some of that money, investing for us, sky's the limit. And
Rob, it wouldn't take that much with the numbers that we have. I know that the credit union manager that I was talking about, just recently, because they will spend money overseas, and I was so mad at them. But they do something like that. They have a healthcare foundation for the people of West Virginia, but it's very expensive because they don't have the numbers that donate to it, But I tell you what, that is one of the best ideas, Rob, I've heard of, and I would be all for it. I think all of us should just say right up front, okay, if we got an extra account, let's contribute that money to the insurance fund.
Correct. Whether we are a beneficiary of that or not.
Exactly.
That's the way I look at it. And that is doing exactly what Ash has been saying, preaching, talking about for 5 years, uplifting humanity. Can you imagine if not a single mother in the world, not a single dad in the world had to worry about their child not getting health care?
Oh, God.
That would be nice.
You can't believe the fear that women that have schizophrenic children go through. You have no comprehension that they have no health care for them, no service. They take them, run them through like they're cattle, turn them out and say, okay, you handle him. He's your kid. And the kid's going around carrying knives, threatening people's lives, everything, no help for him. No help for him. No insurance will cover him. There's things going on in the world that's pretty ugly that we don't talk about because we're afraid to talk about. I'm not afraid of nothing anymore. I haven't any filters. What can
All
you
right,
do?
that's a good thing. I'm there. In fact, Red had to reel me in. I think on his Red show, he says, "You have no filter, Gorman."
Yeah, oh, what's that, Kim? That's why they never invite me. You know that, Rob, don't you? You're one of the blessed ones that put up with my nonsense.
No. It's not. It's never nonsense. Go ahead, David.
Yeah, no, I just had a thought while we were talking about it. I mean, we've got different countries, Canada and several other countries around the world, all have national health care where you don't have to worry about it. You go in, you get taken care of. I'm not sure how it works. But I was just wondering, with all the founders globally that we have and the motivation that we seem to have for insurance, why don't we do some sort of a study somehow, see how they're structuring it, see how they're organizing it, see how they're running it, and maybe we can do a non-governmental, figure it out, try to put it together, organization that we could put together a global instead of just a national, put together some sort of global healthcare system.
Well, that's what I'm hint. That's what I was hinting at. It
Yeah.
needs to be, if we can, if it has to start out small, okay. But
Yeah.
it needs to be global because I'm a firm believer in no child, no woman, no man should be
Yeah.
without coverage.
Especially in this day and age, 2023, all the medical advances that we know about and we don't know about, all the technology that's around, there's no reason that everybody on the planet shouldn't have health care. We should all be healthy. I
That's
think.
right. Well, I agree with that 100%, and we'll see what we can do. I'll have to do quite a bit of research into it globally,
Well,
but I am going to present it to Ash as an idea. I am going to present it to Ash Mapar.
Yeah, and if I can help you with anything, do research, gather, whatever, let me know. I'll help you. I don't know what to do, but I'll help you.
Okay, I appreciate that. Did anybody else want to pile on or say something else? We'd love to hear from you if you do, because I'm sitting in the comfy desk chair now. All right. Well, I guess the nays have it, as they say in Congress. So, Mr. Barilla, if you'd entertain us with one of your songs or one of someone else's songs, that'd be great.
Well, this one's not mine, but I was going to say something about plethora, and I won't go into the detail I was going to, but just to mention that, most three-syllable words, since words and language is my thing, the accent is usually on the second syllable. So it's not so bad if you make a mistake by thinking plethora, could be plethora, because there's plenty of words that's like, attribute, activate. Most of the three-syllable words, they are on the first, of course, but there are words where it's on the, they're on the second syllable mostly, but there are words that it is on the first syllable. Anyhow, so I'll get off of that because that's too long. But anyway, I just thought of that because, it's not such a bad mistake. And also, one of the most mispronounced words, even within ONPASSIVE, and even our leader, Ash Mufara, mispronounces this one. If you have a first language as another language other than English, you'll tend to pronounce, because of this thing I'm talking about where the accents go, most people, and some folks even here tonight, they pronounce the word contribute. That's with the accent on the second syllable. Contribute, they say contribute. And even Ash Mufara says contribute. It drives me crazy. But anyway, so I just thought I'd break that out. Not so bad that Lynn used plethora instead of plethora. Anyway, so I'll forget about that. Anyhow, so we're going to have a song.
I'm going to report to my room right now. I'm going to go sit in the corner and time out. Because
wait a minute. I have to sing. Don't go to timeout. Don't go to timeout yet. I'm going to sing. So anyway, with our theme tonight about wealth and everything, I'm going to sing a song that I've actually sung a cappella a few times, but I'm going to sing it with a musical accompaniment tonight. And just with the thought of, since we're going to have some apples coming in, but pennies coming in. I'm going to sing pennies from heaven. And I will, I was not going to add my little on passive thing. I was just going to sing it straight, but I will, since we're talking about wealth, newfound wealth and wealth management and everything. I will put a little bit of the on passive thing in here, but I'm going to sing pennies from heaven. It's kind of a nice version, I think. Like I say, I look for these things. I've hardly ever sung karaoke in my life, but I'm finding these accompaniments, so I don't have to sing it a cappella tonight. So here we go. I'm going to sing for us pennies from heaven, because we're all waiting for those pennies. So here we go. All right. Hopefully it's going to work. Here it comes. All right. We're all waiting for those pennies and those apples from ONPASSIVE. Pennies from heaven and apples from ONPASSIVE. Yeah. Every time it rains, pennies from heaven and apples from ONPASSIVE. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven and apples from ONPASSIVE? You'll find your fortunes falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Yeah. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, oh yeah, you must have showers. So when you hear it thundering, don't you run under a tree. Oh, there'll be pennies from heaven and apples from ONPASSIVE for you and me. Every time it rains pennies from heaven and apples from ONPASSIVE. Yeah. Pennies from heaven and apples from ONPASSIVE. You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Yeah, I'll trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thundering, don't run under a tree. Yeah, there'll be pennies from heaven and apples from ONPASSIVE for you and me. Thank you.
Nowhere but RobLynnLive do you get an entertainment like this. Come on. Nowhere. That's what I say. Way to go.
Way to
Yabba do.
Way to go. They stole my voice on that one.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff. I think that's a not too shabby way to wind up this evening, if that's okay with everybody else. Pennies from heaven. Oh, yeah. Good stuff, John. And thanks to everybody for being here. Oh, my goodness, 3 hours. We went 3 hours tonight. We've been trying to keep it at 2. But you know what? Can't keep a freight train from rolling. And we were rolling tonight. And thanks to all of you for the contributions. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm checking with our English scholar, Mr. Barilla.
Yeah.
Contributions
is right?
Oh, you gotta unmute.
UNMUTE.
There we go. Yeah, that was very good. You said contribution. When that's not a 3-letter word, though. You see, but at any rate, it's contribute, not contribute. And contribution is a whole other story. But I understand what you were saying. Thank you.
All right. Well, again, thanks to everybody.
Sometimes it depends on whether the British accent or the American accent.
It's true.
Yeah.
I
Singapore
have to correct
is from
myself.
the British education.
Yeah, true.
I learned today plethora is plethora. Huh? I have to
Plethora.
practice with the Google
Plethora.
pronunciation.
Plethora.
She'll never say plethora again. I guarantee it.
It sounds Jurassic.
All right. Well, I guess we did it again. Is it time to say good night, Gracie?
Mm-hmm.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, George. I want to say thank you to everybody, whether you're on the panel or not, if you're an attendee, whether you chatted or not. Every one of you is special to Rob and me, and we appreciate you being here and hanging out. We stayed at over 50. It's still 53, and we've been here almost 3 hours. So obviously you're getting value and enjoyment from our webinar, and we thank you for being a supporter of our show. We appreciate you so much.
Okay, Mel would like to wrap it up. Go ahead, Mel.
Go, Mel.
Oh no, the wrapping it up is agreeing with you. I'm just saluting you. My hands are up by. I was just saying good, like waving, but it stayed
That
up
was
for
the wave.
some
Okay, I got it. Yeah.
Sorry.
I think we should take one more screenshot with just us and see. Wait, where am I? Cecil is here. We want to take one more screenshot.
Yeah,
Okay.
You need to
ready?
get in front of the camera. So.
Yeah. I'm going to turn off my, I think this other, I'm using my device so that I can give my husband a little more comfort instead of squeezing together, but we're going to squeeze together for this shot. We're going to squeeze. Hold on a second. Okay. And Cecil is here. Oh, no.
What?
He's having trouble with his internet. He's in Canada, so I don't know if that makes a difference. Oh, look at Carmela with her flashlight.
Did you just wake up?
All right. And I can take this one away. Don't need that one.
Right.
One of me away.
Okay, that's good.
Can you try, Chris, take me away, the second in Nakamoto? Can you help me? It's not working for me. Oh, yay! See, so you're here. Okay, get ready for picture.
All right, here we go.
All right. All right, everybody, action shot again. Expressions on your face, body language, sign language, gestures, whatever you want to do. I'm going to count to 3. I will count to 3. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me look at it. Hold on.
Yeah,
That's good. I'm going to post it in the RobLynnLive Messenger group, okay, our chat group, so then everybody can have that.
Everybody can have a copy of that. That was good. All fun tonight. I think we got a little value out of things, especially as the night went on and people added to what we were talking about in the presentation.
Oh wait, we got to take it again. I forgot to put it on a certain setting. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
no.
I just realized. Good thing I realized it now. Okay. But one more time. Come.
Oh, I don't want to come closer.
You have to. Okay. But do it again. I'm going to count to 1. Again. Sorry. I made a mistake. Okay. 1. Honey, your feet got to show. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Go. All right. Let me peek. Give me a second. How is that, honey?
That's good.
Very nice.
If I didn't know better, I think you're a professional.
No, but I made a mistake earlier. Thank you for bearing with me because I made a mistake on the setting.
Let's see. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Hooray! Just as a reminder to everybody, you got 360 at 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a guessing person, I think there'll be a special guest, to be honest.
But we don't know.
New?
Yeah, guess.
Oh, I got shushed. Now shushed virtually.
Don't forget to save the chat.
What did you say, Carmela?
Don't
Carmela?
forget to save
Don't
the
forget
chat.
to save the chat.
Oh, yes.
Whoa.
Oh, Carmela's good. Thank you for that. Okay, I saved it. So we'll see. Oh, remember now, tomorrow is the roundtable Q&A, and we always enjoy that. That's when we have panelists. Should be about 6, 7, or 8 panelists. They're going to ask you, the attendees, questions. And at the end, if we have a little time, you can ask them questions. It's always fun. So join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, right?
Fun it is. Fun.
Pennies from heaven. All right.
Good job, John.
Excellent.
From ONPASSIVE.
AKA Frank Sinatra.
Yep. Thank you, everybody.
You think I could do that as a profession? It's already what I do.
You got the swag. You got the voice.
Yeah.
You're good.
Good stuff, John. Thank you.
All right.
We'll see everybody.
Everyone.
Stay safe,
Good night.
everybody.
Everybody, good night. Good night. Good night.
Love you all. Good night.
Work tomorrow. Good night.
Good night, Mel.
Love everybody. Bye.
Good night, family.
Bye, Robin.
Bye,
John, everybody.